Yo, what's going on? What's going on? Good afternoon, good evening, and good night, depending what blood clot time zone you're in. You know what I'm saying? And peoples, make sure you keep warm because it's fucking cold out there, you know.
Yeah.
Today, yeah, it's actually the 29th of November. Fucking hell, I can't believe I can't even remember the month, bro. So technically tomorrow it's going to be Arsenal or Chelsea v Arsenal, as we're the ones that's playing at the fucking shithole they call the bridge. You know what I'm saying? Let's hope we burn down that bridge in football terms and in only football terms. You know what I'm saying? My guest today, unfortunately or fortunately, depending who you are, is this pussy-o called Fathz. Yeah, he's a Chelsea fan, as you know. He's a very nice man until he starts being fraudulent. And that's like 99.5.9.9% of the time. The other percent of the time, yeah, he's such a gentleman. You know what I'm saying? Almost of the time. You hit me? So big him up, big him up, big him up. What are you saying, Fathz?
Yeah, all good, man, all good. Do you know what? This game, I've been really calm with it because I've been chatting to, because as of you know, for those who don't know my kind of background of it, because my dad's an Arsenal fan, so I've been chatting to him ever since after the Bayern Munich game. We've been having the same conversation every time, year in year out, about this game, and I think that this probably could not come a better time for us to face each other after, on the back of both of us have scored 5 goal deficit against two teams in the space of a week. So you beat Spurs 4-1, and then you beat Bayern Munich 3-1, and we beat Burnley, and then we beat just a few days ago we beat Barcelona. So it could not come in a better setup, man.
Do you know what, bro? Yeah, like Prime took the words out of my mouth, and Prime hopefully will be joining us soon, yeah, because you know what, yeah, you man need some help out here. You know what I'm saying? Do you know what? How does that work? That dynamic work in the household?
I forgot to tell you this, but my mom is a Chelsea fan, by the way. My mom's a Chelsea fan.
Oh. So what you're trying to say to me is that you're a mommy's boy?
Yeah, I'm a mama's boy, man. I'm the only child in the family, innit? So.
Do you know what it is? Bro, there's no shame in that, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm a mama's boy as well, but the difference is, well, yeah, my mom supports Arsenal. Yeah. She supports Arsenal. What can I say? Yeah. So, do you know when you with you and your dad, when Arsenal and Chelsea are playing each other, what's it like in the household?
To be honest with you, it's been more of a chill kind of rivalry that I don't. Like me and him kind of back and forth about, you know, the famous that I can remember was the. Oh mate, you know what? The one that you beat us 2-1 at the bridge in 03. That was the one that 03, yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, 03, yeah, it was like, yeah, fuck, you know.
No, that's cool, bro. Don't worry like.
I went invincible, but I still in my mind, it's like my childhood memories is that the 04 days when we came to Europe in the quarterfinals of Champions League. I still remember that, and then eventually we lost to Monaco in the semi-finals.
I'm gonna be honest, bro. That's one of the best football matches I've ever seen. Yeah, like easily top 10. Well, in let's say in the Premier League. Well, for Premier League teams to be in Europe, just because it was mad. The first because it was 2-legged. The first leg of the game, we literally destroyed you lot, but we couldn't score any goals. Mm-hmm. Second leg, you man just done what Chelsea did at that point. It wasn't about the pretty football. It's all about the winning. You know what I'm saying? The winning mentality. And you know me, like I'm never about I'm never about hating a team like Chelsea. I got respect for Chelsea because Chelsea have won so much throughout these years, and I'll never be fraudulent like some other of my Arsenal fans to say, "Oh yeah, but Chelsea bought it." Do you know what it is? Chelsea had ambition. You get me? And I respect people with ambition. Right? Unlike some people who try to have ambition, Liverpool. sorry. Excuse me, I got a cough out here. You know what I'm saying? And try to spend money. And they don't do nothing. Big up Sham each and every time. You get what I'm saying? Like, but yeah, it's just mad. So, like, okay, before we even start to get into a preview, what's your favorite Chelsea and Arsenal moment? And what's your worst?
My worst was arguably the Van Persie hat trick in 11. I think my best one is probably the Drogba at 08.
Yeah.
Because I think that game alone, because I remember at that time it was the well, we call it back in the day the Big Four. I don't know what I used to watch this highlight Sky Sports, and you got United Liverpool on one game, and you got Chelsea and Arsenal on the same day. Like it was a Big Four derby in that sense. Yeah, I remember that day. I think we were a couple of points behind. I saw Nani's goal when they went 3-0 up against Liverpool. And I thought to myself, well, we need to win against Arsenal to be staying in that title race. And Drogba just honestly, he's literally the Arsenal killer back in the day. Like people forget that how good Drogba was. And I remember the first set of games that when I watched Drogba, it was the one goal that struck in my mind against Arsenal. It was the Community Shield against ULA when we beat ULA 2-0 at the Millennium Stadium. And after that season, he was just became a monster. He gave you guys a nightmare all the time. Whenever we play you guys, it's always who's for the score? Drogba. He gave you guys a mad nightmare.
Do you know what? Yeah, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Drogba is an amazing player. Salah can't shine Drogba's boots. Yeah, Drogba, I fucking hate you. Right? Do you know how much pain? Do you know how much pain Drogba put me through, blood? Yeah, I swear down, bro. Every time Drogba was playing, I was like, do you know what, man? It's gonna be 2-1 or 3-0 or something stupid like that. It's not that. The thing is, Drogba didn't always score goals. Is what I'm saying. Big up, Eddie. You know what I'm saying? Each and every. It's not that Drogba always scored the goals against us, because he half the time he didn't. It's the fact that he used to bully my players, bro. The way he treated my players, bro. Do you know what? Yeah, Drogba, when he was playing Arsenal, he was like a pimp, and the Arsenal defenders were his tricks. You know what I'm saying? He used to send them out there, bro. Say, go make me some money, bitches. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I have nothing but respect for Drogba, but I cannot stand him, bro. Yeah? Look, Kane played for Tottenham. And with Kane, I'm like, whatever, in it. He's a novice. He's an arsehole. Forget all the goals that he scored and everything. He's a great goal scorer. Mm-hmm. But when, like, with Kane, I was like, okay, cool. Drogba played against some of our very better defenders, and he made them look like chumps, bro. You get me? Mm-hmm. Bro, it's not that my man had them in his pocket, blood. He had them man in his wallet. Yeah? You put your wallet in your pocket. You get me? Make that fucking make sense, bro. Make that make sense, yeah? He is, as a lover of football, he's an outstanding footballer. You know what I'm saying? And I think that he deserves a lot more accolades and a lot more respect, because I think that because not many people talk about him as being one of the top 5 strikers of all time in the Premier League, I think that's highly disrespectful. Just for me, because he didn't score as many goals as, let's say, like a Henry, even an Ian Wright, a Kane, a Shearer. But like, he wasn't in the league as long as them, let's say. But what he did, and what he did well, was change games. You get me? He scored on big occasions. I was about to say that, Prime, but big up Prime. He scored on big occasions, like-minded. But he's also a team player. He had 3 kicks in his locker. Mm-hmm. He could score a header. He made penalties look simple. Yeah? And he had a lot of assists. So for me, this is why I think that Drogba is a very disrespected brother. I have nothing but manners and fucking respect for him, because boy, that he's an outstanding and an amazing footballer. And to be honest, like, I remember when Arsenal was going for him. But
I think back in the day, it was
he wanted to come to Arsenal.
Wasn't he for you guys back in the day as well? Like, wasn't he? Mm-hmm. at that time when you guys won the league, like, wasn't you guys also gunning for him?
Yeah. When we just after we won the league, we looked at him, but because we still had Terry Henry and stuff like that, and we had Van Persie coming up as well, we said no. We said no. We just let him do him. Yeah. And then obviously you lot came along, and then yeah, that's all I can say, because I always say the actual demise of Arsenal was Chelsea. Because I'm honest. I'm honest, bro.
Yeah.
The demise, because okay, how I see it was in the Premier League, there's always been two teams. Right? If you look back in the day, there was also Liverpool in the 90s, late 90s. I mean, early 90s, late 80s, early 90s. Then it was Man United, Blackburn, Man United, Arsenal. Yeah, Newcastle. So Newcastle, the Man United, Blackburn. Newcastle weren't really there and thereabouts. It was Man United, Arsenal. Then it was after that was Man United, Chelsea. Yeah. Then it was Man United, City, and Chelsea, City, Liverpool, Man United. I mean Liverpool, Man City. Yeah. Arsenal, Man City. Liverpool, Arsenal. And that was a two-horse race. You know what I'm saying? So Chelsea, the moment Chelsea rose up and got rid of Ranieri, Arsenal didn't do anything else. Because when Mourinho came in, Arsenal was subdued to only FA Cups. Apart from that one season when Leicester won it, and to be honest, Arsenal was never in that title race. It was Tottenham. Yeah, Tottenham fell off. Leicester dropped a few points. We beat Leicester at home. Yeah. We can do nothing after that. Right? So that's why I said, and I'm being so realistic and so real when I say this. It was the rise of Chelsea was the demise of Arsenal through those years. You get me? We could talk about Arsenal could talk about having a new stadium, and I don't really want to get off the topic too much. Arsenal could be talking about a new stadium, then we paid it from our own money. No, they paid it through the revenues and the shirt sales. Yeah, because excuse me, you're telling me every single Christmas or end of year, all of the CEOs, the shareholders got their bonuses, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and we're talking about millions now, right? So, like, when I say we had money, we had so much money, because at that point we had a Dane on our board as one of the shareholders. You know what I'm saying? We had that Russian dude as one of the shareholders. So we had millionaires, bro, on our team. But what they did by building a new stadium, because they built it quickly. You know what I'm saying? We got to 60,000 like that. We went from 30 to 60,000 easily. But they gaslighted us and told us they didn't have no money, because the people upstairs, they were greedy. You get me? Yeah. And then Chelsea came along as Hurricane Melissa. And we all if you're Jamaican or you followed what happened in the Caribbean, what did Hurricane Melissa do? As a woman does when she's angry, destroys. Yeah. And unfortunately, that wasn't the end for Arsenal, but it took so long for us to rebuild ourselves. You know what I'm saying? So I it's not that I have a hatred for Chelsea. I have a respect for Chelsea, because you man won so much, and you man was ruthless, and you man paved and changed the way. Because just remember, if Chelsea didn't do what they did in 2005, 2006, play people like what's his name, Pep, people that spy and spend for the best players, they wouldn't happen. Yeah. Is what I'm saying. The slot wouldn't happen that's trying to spend buy the best players. The Artetas wouldn't happen to try and buy all the best players from every team. You know what I'm saying? So in that sense, as much as I give Arsene Wenger so much props for the way he changed the scope of football, the 20th century football. I got to give Chelsea for Arsenal and so forth. I got to give Chelsea their dues as well. You know what I'm saying? Realistically, they said to be the best, you have to buy the best to compete with the best, then to be the best. You know what I'm saying? And you man did that. So you know what I'm saying? So I got nothing but manager respect for Chelsea. It's just a shame that we're playing them tomorrow.
We're going in a different way, isn't it? Like after you guys built the stadium, you will never really be up there competing with the likes of United and Chelsea and Liverpool. And even then, you were just consistently fighting for that top 4 spot. And I'm so privileged at that time because the amount of players that I bought, likes of Lampard back in 01 days. I bought the likes of John Terry rising throughout the academy days, and then I got Jokbacek, Hasselbank. You got Zola in that category as well. I've been privileged watching those players in that kind of an era, and after the new stadium as well, like, I'm still privileged as well. Like you've got like
mate, don't ever disrespect Good Johnson. Don't ever disrespect Desai. Don't disrespect Thuram. You know what I'm saying? Like, you lot had some ballers. You know what I mean? And just remember, we had a rivalry that wasn't on paper. Like Arsenal, Liverpool, that's bullshit. We played in finals together. We went for cups together. We fought for leagues. You know what I'm saying? So carry on.
Yeah, I could go on. Like, there's loads of, even Makelele in there, Vieira. I could go on to the days of Casaraghi in there, Di Matteo, Dennis Wise in that era. Honestly, it's like, if there's a one time that I would have dreamt of, maybe is that probably meeting again in the Champions League final. But sadly, fortunate enough that we met in the Europa League final, but we all know what happened, the outcome. But if there's a one competition that I would like to face us one more time, that's the Champions League final.
Facts.
Because the trajectory wise is that if we, I think we could have met at least once back in maybe during the 06 days if we wasn't for us losing to that Barcelona team, because I would have thought that if we won that game against Barcelona, we could have met you guys in the final.
Yeah. But you see, at that time with Barcelona had everything going for them. They had the referees going for them, if you know what I mean. Yeah, they had some of the best players to ever touch the footballing grasses. You know what I'm saying? So to be honest, to lose against a team like Barcelona, because just remember the way Arsenal lost as well was horrible. And we could turn around and say, well, if Henry would have scored that match, you know what, right? If we didn't go down to 10 men, and even after 10 men, Arsenal was the better team. You know what I'm saying? We tried to do. We try to play our way out of certain things, and it is what it is, yeah. And you see with Chelsea, I remember Chelsea at that time because that's when you man kind of solidified yourself within the league, or at least within the top 4. Yeah, because people forget that Abramovich taking over Chelsea, what he didn't do, yeah. What Chelsea was a big team, right? Like more like a sleeping giant at that point. Right, for me, in my opinion, just because there was always flirting around 6th spot, yeah, no lower than 8th. You know what I'm saying? And you see the players that you mentioned were world-class players, yeah. A lot of them won Euros, won World Cups. You see what I'm saying? Like my favorite player in your team at that time was Zinchenko's Zola, yeah. I'm muddling up his name, yeah. That was my favorite player at that time. You know what I'm saying?
I think at that time as well. For me, probably gotta be Zola, and I would give an honorable mention to Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank.
Yeah.
Lampard as well. Lampard during those days.
Early days, yeah.
He was a monster. Loads of players that we could go on. Like we have both one of the players that played both sides. if Rocky Castle playing both sides.
Yeah.
I remember David O'Leary back in the day as well. And my dad told me during those times. You got Seaman in there, Ray Parler. Like we've got some decent bowlers as well at that time, and I think our rivalry is probably bigger than us or Spurs rivalry, because it's just that those heritage days. It's just that not a lot of people kind of remember it, but nowadays it's like it's all the Gen Z days. It's not a lot of people nowadays don't even know how good rivalry at that time was. Like current people now, they talked about Chelsea and Tottenham rivalry, and Chelsea Liverpool, but I think Chelsea Arsenal rivalry it stems up there right at the top.
Yeah, no, do you know what? I totally agree with you. It's like we've got to remember the reason why Tottenham are, let's say, Arsenal's rivals in that respect, right? Yeah, people's welcome Prime to the stage. You know what I'm saying? Another Chelsea fan. You know what I'm saying? It seems like I'm being outnumbered on my own stream, but it is what it is. I'm always outnumbered. But I'm not going to cry about it like some or run away like others. Anyway, the only reason why Arsenal are, let's say, Tottenham's rivals is because we came to their patch. And we didn't even come to their patch. You know what I'm saying? We just came to North London. They don't own North London. They just reside in Haringey. Yeah? That's all it was. Yeah? And by us coming to North London, do you know what we did? We made North London attractive. That's what people forget. Because Spurs weren't actually winning shit. You know what I'm saying? They won, what, 2 league titles or something like that? Yeah? So they were, it's not like they're relevant. And Prime is the one that always says this, right? The reason why Spurs are even spoken about is because fans like me, you know what I'm saying? That constantly talk about them, that shit on them like that. You get me? They're not even little brothers. Yeah? They're just non-binary. No one gives a... Okay, let me not say nothing. You hear what I'm saying? I don't want to get myself cancelled before I get some nice numbers. You get me? But then the reality of it is that when it comes to Arsenal, Chelsea, we've seen each other in numerous finals. Yeah, we've gone after the same kind of cups or even the leagues. We fought nail and tooth at times. You get me? There's been moments where like we hated each other on the field. We've had players come in between us, like the Ben Ayuns, the Fabregas. We all know the Gallas's, the Ashley Coles. You know what I'm saying? The list goes on. And in recent times, Kepa, which I actually like. Yeah, that was a good signing. I'm moving the front. That the Havertz, which turned out to be decent, the Madueke, which actually no. Sorry. Give me 1 second, bro. I swear Madueke's got more GA than fucking it's an Arsenal Chelsea thing. But we'll talk about that later. So what's he saying, bro?
Oh, you like Madueke now?
Oh, shut up, man. No, not actually.
What do you think of Petit?
Petit was an amazing play for Arsenal. Petit was amazing for Arsenal. He shouldn't have went Barcelona. But then when Newman got him, I think that he was more to the end of his career, not age-wise, but through injuries. Not age-wise, but through injuries. Because we got the best of him. Yeah, he went to Barcelona, got injured, couldn't really get into a team. I think he was going through a divorce at that time, so I heard. And then when Newman got him, like it was more like it's like the aftermath. You get what I'm saying? Do you know when you eat rice and stuff like that, or jollof? Yeah, as Prime will know. Do you know the bottom of the pot ain't always the attractive part?
The burnt stuff. Yeah. Sticks it. Yeah.
This is what I'm saying. So that's what it is, bro. So Prime, quickly chime in, bro. Like, before we even start this beef and stuff like that, what's your favorite moment from the Arsenal Chelsea, and what's your worst moment from the Arsenal Chelsea?
I could be a bit shameless, but one of my favorite moments in the game is, I'm not even gonna lie, when we lost to you guys 3-1 in 2020. The reason why I enjoyed that, context-wise, is because Chelsea fans started to finally see that Lampard wasn't good. And that set the wheels in motion for him to get sacked in a few weeks later, because we were still in lockdown and everything. So I really enjoyed that. Not obviously losing against you guys, but going into that game, I knew if we lost that big game by a margin, that people would finally start to wake up about Lampard. Baku was great, you know, but Baku was great because not just beating you guys, but the whole like social media aspect of it, AFTV and everything. I remember watching at the time the preview Lewis and Troops did, and Troops was like, "Save this, Black." So that was awesome.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's always just great moments when we play each other. So yeah, and why I'm really looking forward to this game is because for the first time in a very, very long time, we're both going into the fixture at the top of our game. We're both in brilliant form. We both have a fully fit squad, barring Gabriel and Cole. Like going into this from both set of fans, there's no excuses. We're all fully confident. Chelsea fans believe we can win. Arsenal fans believe, you guys believe you can win. And that's what I really like about it now. Like it's not like Chelsea from a couple of years ago, or Arsenal from say 5 years ago, where it's like you guys are just expecting to get rolled over, and we were expecting to get rolled over. So yeah, that's why I'm really looking forward to this game. In terms of how the game will go, I think it'll end up being a draw, just in terms of the strengths from both sides and the weaknesses from both sides will just cancel each other out. I think it'll be 1-1, but either team can edge it. Like I'm really looking forward to this. I'm really looking forward to this game because all the big games we've played with Maresca in the past, or even in this calendar year, none of these teams are like Arsenal in terms of how you guys play and set up, how good you guys are defensively. Right now, it's a consensus that you guys are the best team in the world. So if we beat you guys, if we manage to do that, at least from rivals and whatever, there can be no like caveats and excuses. We beat PSG. People said PSG were tired. We beat Liverpool. Everyone beats Liverpool right now. We beat Barcelona. Oh, Barcelona aren't good. So if we manage to beat Arsenal, there can be no excuses of, oh, well, Arsenal aren't actually that good, or they have this injuries or that. There can be nothing. And the same on the opposite side. If you guys beat us, there's no excuses any Chelsea fans can come out with. So that's what I really like about this. It's an actual big game that should actually live up to it as a big game.
No, brother, I hear you, man. Before I even give my comments on that, is get the people in the chat. Yeah, DHRUV, big up, bro. Worst moment, Pot 5-0, best moment 6-0 on Wenger's 1000th match. Look here, brother. Yeah, make sure you like and subscribe before I insult you. Yeah, I'm not even gonna do that today. Do you know what? Yeah,
subscribe before I insult you. That's crazy.
Hey, brother, do you know, right?
Cool. If he insults you, you can actually subscribe, and then reply back.
Bro, subscribe, and then do you know what you do? Watch it back here, and then insult me in the comments because I will go back and forth with you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I am that guy. Or what you should do is find me on socials. Yeah, find me on socials because I'm on Instagram, Donversation. Find me on there. Hit a follow. Shoot me a message. Me and you have a stream, and we can go back to back, whether it's before after the game. You know what I'm saying? Your choice. I'm here to give everybody an opportunity, bro. You know what I'm saying? Win or lose, I'm not like certain people. I don't run away. Yep, it is what it is. But yo, peoples, make sure you're liking and subscribing. This is what I'm saying. Big up everyone in the chat. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate every single one of you. Do you get what I'm saying? But Prime, you see, my worst moment for Arsenal and playing Chelsea. I've got so many, like I said before, because Drogba's a wanker, but I respect him so much. Right? Was the Baku defeat? Yeah, I could pick up the 1000 game and Arsenal losing like in the quarterfinals of the Champions League and so forth. All right, or even the Carling Cup. You know what I'm saying? When we played a younger team and it was Walcott scored first, and then John Terry got kicked to the head by DRB and so forth and so forth. I could tell you so many. I can give so many stats and so much matches that I could actually say, do you know what? That's one of my worst. But my worst is the actual Baku, because do you know how close we was to winning that? All he needed to do was pick a right team. That's all it was. We went with the top, bro. It's like, like people forget that season, Arsenal played some of the best football they've had done in years, bro. Yeah, and we also beat you earlier on in the season. The difference was that the player that they should never ever compare Salah to, ever. Yeah, this pisses me off even thinking about it. It's Hazard. Yeah, and we could have got him. It's Hazard, right? Hazard single-handedly, took the gauntlet, took Iron Man's hammer, took Iron Man's suit, Thor's hammer, and said, I'm gonna fucking do this shit myself. I'm gonna destroy these pussios they call Arsenal. He hit me from North London, and he did. Yeah. I thought, do you know what it is? I thought finally we're actually gonna get a fucking European Cup in the 21st century. And Chelsea and Hazard had different ideas. And you know how much that irritated me, bro? Yeah? To this day, bro. When that match comes on TV, because you know it always comes on a rerun on Sky Sports, bro. I turn over the channel. I can't stand watching that match, bro. Do you know when there's certain matches that cut you really deep? That was the match. Yeah? That was the match. And my favorite one to watch, it makes so much. Say it again?
Yeah.
Say it again, sir?
Would you be more upset about the 06? Would you be more upset about the 06 one as well? When they used to Barcelona?
No, but I'm only saying it because it's against Chelsea. You know what I'm saying? The Barcelona one was down to Arsenal stupidity. That's all it was. It was Arsenal stupidity and lack of people scoring. Yeah, that are great players, and you know what? It happens, isn't it? Yeah. The thing is, it's because Baku, I was a lot older now. Yeah, I could actually watch football with my eyes, seeing. Oh, big up Flawless. Yeah, big up Flawless and everyone that came over from Sarcasm City TV. Yeah, I could actually watch that with my head and leave the emotions and all the anger and all that shit behind, because at the Barcelona game, when you're a lot younger, when you're smoking the greenery, your head not good. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. When I watched the match in Baku, I understand the plays that we had. I understand where we have been. I saw so much hurt, because you got to remember, in 06, we're still coming from a few seasons afterwards from a double. And one of those was the Invincibles. Do you know what I'm saying? So in my head, I'm thinking that, okay, 06 happened. We're getting a new stadium, upwards and onwards. Against you, man, in Baku, bro, that's like 15 years later, bro. 15 or 14 years later of not winning nothing with any oomph. And I'm not disrespecting the FA Cup, because that's the oldest cup competition in the world, and I'll never do that. But it's not a European title. It's not a European trophy. One thing that Arsenal lack in this game is European trophies. You know what I'm saying? This is why that one hurt me the most, because do you know how many friends I have that are Man United, that are Liverpool, that are Chelsea fans, and they all sing the same song, Champions of Europe. Fam, I fucking hate that song. You know what I'm saying? I can't stand that song. But so this is why that hurts me more than the loss in against Barcelona 06. Do you know what I'm saying? Because so many years have passed that Arsenal didn't really win much. Yeah. And my favorite moment, it has to be the Kanu moment. Yeah? Because that was instrumental with us winning the title as well.
Kanu moment, yeah.
Because we were down, bro. We were down. You lot were a better team. You lot was destroying us, bro. Yeah? You lot was literally destroying us, yeah? And the thing is, that's one of the best football I've seen Chelsea play that season. You know what I'm saying?
I have no idea what happened in that game, honestly.
No, I did. Kanu came on, bro, and he destroyed your whole team, bro. He literally single-handedly destroyed your own team. Do you know what, yeah? You see this brother here, he's such a good man. Like, big up Pops. You get me, yeah? Make sure you, man, subscribe to his channel. His channel's in the description as well. Yeah, Beijing Reds. But you, man, Pops, before you talk to me, before you ask me to finish anything, score some goals. Talk to Isak. Talk to Wirtz. You know what I'm saying? Do something, bro. You, man, lost to PSV. That's shameful, brother. Yeah? But you're still my brother. Yeah? Make sure you like and subscribe, bro. Yeah? Make sure you like and subscribe. No, but the Kanu goal, bro. Like he literally single-handedly destroyed your team. Yeah. I mean, talk about the Van Persie moment, the 5-3, 2-0, 2-1, whatever. Like the list goes on. Yeah. But the Kanu goal, just because it was a stage when Arsenal was in their unstoppable phase, when Arsenal had player after player after Arsenal had world-class players all over the field. Just remember, we brought Nwankwo Kanu off the bench. You know what I'm saying? Numerous Champions League winner, numerous title winner. Yeah, he was respected in the football game. We didn't know what his age was, but we didn't care. Peoples, when you step into the building, please like and subscribe. You know what I'm saying? This is a Chelsea Arsenal preview. Look, right. I understand.
And a bit of a history lesson.
Say that again, sorry, bro. Oh yeah, and a little history lesson we're bringing.
No, I said it's a bit history.
Yeah. We're giving the people some nostalgia. This is what I'm saying. Just remember, everything that we're saying, you can actually find it on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? So I advise you, younger ones, right, to learn the history of Arsenal and Chelsea. It's nothing new. Us man to be going back to back, yeah, for years now, for decades or centuries. You know what I'm saying? Decades or centuries. But it is what it is, yeah. Okay, give me 1 second, yeah. Peoples. Look, right, yeah. This person, yeah, he came in the dance, yeah. This is the Don C dance, the Donversation, yeah, productions. My man didn't even come in, go to the bar, buy a shop, and say, yo, cheers. He just came in, yeah, and said, look, right, I'm DJing now, yeah. I'm playing Drake tracks. Now, if you don't like it, fuck off. You know what I'm saying? That's what man did. He treated me like an OV hole, blood. Like, how dare you, blood? You get me, yeah?
Yeah, you let him in. You let him in.
I didn't let him in, bro. Like, I didn't block him. You get me? I thought he's gonna come in with some, do you know what? With some like decorum. You get me? He's coming on this fucking what is it? This pops flex. Like to say these man's are enemies. This ain't the case of my enemy is my friend, bro. You man got beef before me and you, man. You get me? Yeah, bloody pussios. Now that's better, yeah. Big up Sarcasm City, yeah. Thank you for the raid each and every time. Peoples, when you step into the dance, just like I said, this is Donversation Productions. You get me, yeah? Get your drink ready at the bar, yeah? Get your popcorn ready, right? Because you can pop off at any moment, yeah? But just make sure you like and subscribe. You know what I'm saying? But do you know what, peoples? When I see Arsenal Chelsea, it's because this time for me is not always a normal time, because we don't hate you, man, or I don't, because the conception is that, oh yeah, Chelsea, yeah, Ken Bates bought them for £1 or whatever. Therefore, you man, like, raised up from the dirt. You know what I'm saying? From nothing, and then you man literally took over the world. You get me? I'm not one of those fans that, because Prime, you said something a while ago when you said about the teams that you beat, the PSGs, the Barcelonas, the Liverpools, and all of that. Okay, you man are world champions. You know what I'm saying? Despite whatever I think about that cash cow competition, yeah, because that's what I call it, you man still had to win it. You get me? If the conception is that they were on holiday, that's not your issue. Your problem is beating them, and you did. Yeah. When we talk about Liverpool now, even though after the Brentford game, I didn't see much about Liverpool, and I kind of called this shit, and I've been calling this shit out for a while. Prime, I've been on enough streams with Prime for him to understand that when man's name gets mentioned, I just pop up like I'm the boogeyman. Am I lying, bro?
Yeah, you never shut up about how bad Liverpool are.
Yeah,
like, bro, we can be talking about Spurs, and then you manage to drop in a Liverpool team, bro. It's crazy.
Bro, crazy. Do you know what it is? Because their fans called me out, innit? So guess what I do? Yeah. I'm on this one man army team, and then you man beat Barcelona.
Like you, like, because we all know you you hate Spurs like more than probably most Arsenal fans because of where you grew up, Islington, North London, and obviously we know how you feel about Man United. So how do you feel about like what do you actually feel about Chelsea? Because I see the way you speak about like Drogba and stuff, and you speak about Chelsea in like a respectful manner. But
Yeah.
most Arsenal fans don't view
Yeah.
Chelsea in that way. Because, for example, what you were talking about Drogba, as a Chelsea fan, every international break, we hear Arsenal fans say, Vardy's better than Drogba. He's not better than Darren Bent or Defoe, etc., etc. So, how do
Well,
you view Chelsea? Like, do you just view us as a rivalry, or do you actually hate Chelsea? Like, how do you view Chelsea?
I don't actually. Okay, do you know what? Yeah, I don't hate Chelsea. What I always do, I respect greatness and I respect winners. Yeah.
Okay, good.
For first and foremost, I will never disrespect Drogba simply because Drogba has disrespected many defenders. Yeah. Drogba has been so instrumental in what Chelsea was doing at that point in time by being their number 9. Drogba, like I said earlier, for people who wasn't here, what I said about Drogba was he can link up play. He can score vicious headers, blood, against big boy defenders. I'm talking about players like Chris Samba. And if you know about Chris Samba, he's the closest thing to a fucking ape there is, blood. You know what I'm saying? My man was big, was strong, blood. You know what I'm saying? Drogba, I've seen him score free kicks. Drogba, I've seen him do the tiki-taka thing. Drogba, I've seen him score penalties. So why am I going to disrespect him for? Because you know what, yeah, when you're going through a transition, especially in your team when you're winning things, it's harder for players to actually shine because your team is winning. So it's like this year, we all knew about the Lampards, we all knew about the Hazards, we all knew about the Robins, we all knew about the what's his name, Mr. Sniffy, yeah, the other striker that you had, the Mutu, that's his name. We all knew about the Duffs, the Jokos, yeah. What was different about Drogba? Drogba was the man that put all of that shit together. Drogba would drag a player out because of his physicality. He would drag a player out for Lampard to score as many goals as he did. People didn't see that though, because people only see goals. Yeah, and you know what? Yeah, a striker's first thing is to score goals. But if he cannot score goals, allow your team players to score goals. Drag a player out. Be a nuisance in the box. Keep moving, bro. Drogba did all of that. So what am I going to disrespect Drogba for? Yeah, that's why I said Drogba has been disrespected so much by so many other rival fans and even their own fans because, like, do you know what it is? Yeah, it shouldn't be a rival fan to talk about your player like that. It should be one of your man them to passionately be like, do you know what? Yeah, this is what he did. Not just bring stats up, bring old games up that people actually forgot. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
how many teams did Drogba bully?
But in this day and age, you know what football is like. People don't think about the context of the game back 10 years ago, 20 years ago. People just look at, oh, well, he scored, 10 goals or 15 goals or whatever, so he wasn't that good. But people don't. When you look at the center backs back then, the Rios and Vidic and all these guys, when they speak about strikers of that era, they always speak about Drogba in their top 3.
Yeah.
They'll speak about Henry. They'll always speak about Drogba in the same breath. I remember Henry, was it a year ago, maybe 2 years ago, on Sky Sports? They were talking about they're trying to rank the best striker in Premier League history, ranking their best 3 seasons and stuff like that. And the way Henry spoke about Drogba and how he said he would love to have played with him, bro. That to me is like, if everyone loves Henry and Henry speaking about Drogba like that, you can't. What else can you say now? What else can you say?
Did you know, bro? This is why I got so much respect for players that actually are honest. You hear me? Yeah. As a manager, cool. That wasn't his thing. Yeah.
Yeah. But the way Henry speaks about football, it's like I don't like when Arsenal fans were against Henry last year. I was like, I don't get how you can turn on this guy. The way he speaks about football, like you can tell he knows what he's talking about. So I don't get how because he's expecting now to be winning things when he talked about how the building is tall. He has a point. It's a tall building. When can we now enter the building and see what's there? Like you need to start delivering a little bit now. And this is an Henry that is like the GOAT of the Premier League. If he's
Do you know
saying
what,
this,
Yeah.
how can you say, oh, because you're not a good manager? Who cares? The guy's the best player we've seen.
Do you know what? Yeah. You see, my Arsenal fan base. A lot of my Arsenal fan base are, and I've been saying that for a very long time
Yes.
because it's like they watch football.
Yeah.
They watch football with their mouth and they eat with their eyes. Right? Make that make sense. You see this year, the reason why I can talk about teams and players and I could do it with no banter, with nothing but adulation, because growing up and seeing those players, right, even though it hurt at some points when it was against my team, when you grow a little bit older, you can actually embrace and you can actually enjoy what they did for the Premier League. This is what I'm saying. I can actually call them out and be like, you know what, yeah, they were great players. They were amazing players. Yeah. Sometimes when I'm watching back, the the classics on the sports channels, I can actually see what they really were about. The movement in their body movement. There's a reason why a lot of these players were world-class players. There was a reason why they were unstoppable in their heyday. If a player, like I said, if a player had numerous stars in their team, and when Jogba was bought, he was known, but he wasn't there. He made himself be there in a world-class team. If you check out the team that he had around him, he should have been swallowed up. But he became the main quantity, yeah? You man had players that could take free kicks left, right, and center. So why did Jogba take it? Huh?
Yeah.
Better technical players, better passes in your team. So why did Jogba take it? Yeah?
Yeah.
That's
That's why I tell people
how good he was.
When people talk about how strikers that flopped at Chelsea, I always say, I mean, yeah, they did, but they didn't flop because they were bad. They just couldn't take out Drogba.
Yeah.
Like Chelsea we have Drogba, but we'd buy Shevchenko, and he won a Ballon d'Or, I think, a year before we bought him.
Yeah.
But
2 years.
Yeah, 2 years before we bought him. But yeah, Shevchenko just couldn't displace Drogba. Like that is just what we did. The depth that we'd bring in Deco, bring in Ballack, but yet Lampard was still there. That's the quality that you just have in the team. The quality United had in the team. The quality Arsenal had up until like 06. Just like monstrous teams. And the thing is, as good as you were, you also had to face teams that are just better than you.
Yeah, facts.
As good as Arsenal were, that Man United team was disgusting.
Yeah, bro. It was, bro. Okay, you see the Arsenal team that went invincible and all of that. Yeah, look who we played in the Champions League. Inter Milan, destroyed them. Bayern Munich, destroyed them. And people think I'm talking about not Bayern Munich, sorry, Real Madrid. Real Madrid, yeah, the team with Ronaldo, R9, phenomenal. Yeah, Zidane, yeah, Roberto Carlos, David. I swear David Beckham was in that team at that time. Yeah, Figo, right? Raul, yeah, the Galacticos, we destroyed them. Better teams than what Arsenal was. Right? This is why, this is why when I'm talking about football, when I'm talking about players, especially when I'm actually because I'm always honest when I'm talking about football. There's times when like Prime knows me and Fathz knows me. I'm here for the banner all day long. You hear me? But when we've got to talk about football, I'll be honest with you. I'll be like, whether a player's good, whether a player's not, whether my team was shit, and this. I don't cry about referees. I don't do all of that shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not here for no agenda. I praise my manager when he does well, but yeah, I curse him out when he picks the wrong team and we get battered or whatever. You get me? Including my players, just like Zinchenko. I had a one-man party when Zinchenko left. You know what I'm saying? That's the person that I am.
That's why he's smiling. It's not because the Arsenal are top of the league. He's smiling because Zinchenko's gone.
Yeah, bro, you don't. Excuse me, people. When it comes to football, I'm always about good football. I'm always about seeing the best players win in their position. Just like Cole Palmer. When Cole Palmer went to you, man, I never once said nothing bad about him. I didn't. And do you remember when people compared him to Saka? We was my brothers, and I said that he's a completely different player to Saka. Why people keep doing this, bro? Just let both of them live. You get me? They do different things. Yeah, just like Caicedo and Rice, they do different things. You get me?
That's
Caicedo is the best at what he does. Right now, Rice is the best at what he does. Let that man play. You don't always have to compare them. You get me? It's not like you're comparing two centre backs that are very similar. If you compared Saliba to Van Dijk right now, one is actually saving goals from going in. One is actually handballing balls, so goals can go in. You get me?
Yeah, you're not comparing the
I
profiles.
think you know, Ram, I think the big, I was going to say this, Ram. I think the mistake that we've seen so far from the modern football fans, like I'm not saying that it's you or anyone. Like what I see so far is from the general consensus is that I think people would do that kind of comparison. Like even myself, like I would put myself in that category in some ways, like, and then just purely because of the validation, isn't it?
Yeah,
that's the thing that maybe sometimes I look at the things is that why do I do this? Like, what's the benefit of me talking about this comparison of a player? I'm like I'm at the end of the day, like you want to enjoy, innit? You want to enjoy the banter at the end of the day, but sometimes it gets to a point where it's not it. It's like it's getting too bored at times. You know?
But it's the day and age that we live in, and because, for example, one fan base, because we want to prop our player up, we then have to bring down the other player from the opposition team and be like, oh, well, no, Rice is shit. He's nowhere near Caicedo, can't do what he does. So that means Arsenal fans then have to say, oh, Rice is the best. Oh, he's clear of Caicedo. He's not done. It's like, I mean, listen, I think Caicedo is better than Rice, but if you want to say one's better than the other, like, it's fine margins. So it's not that big of a deal. They're not just world-class footballers. They're two of the best midfielders in the world. And it's crazy because if Arsenal had bought Caicedo in January, we'd probably have Rice in the summer.
Fathz.
So it's that close. They're both elites, like quality footballers. So I don't know, it is what it is. And who you has as a preference to be ahead, that's fine.
Yeah.
But it's not like, oh, he's clear. One's not clear of the other, because if they were in the opposite team, Rice could break up play for Chelsea, and Caicedo could do box to box as he does with what Rice is doing at Arsenal. Yeah. You know, like it is what it is. And could Caicedo take set pieces like Rice does? Well, Rice wasn't taking set pieces at West Ham, so who knows what Caicedo could probably end up doing? Because I watched Rice at West Ham. I rated him highly at West Ham. I knew his potential. I never thought he could take set pieces like this, bro. I never thought he could do this. So, who knows?
No, man, you're right, bro. In everything you say, first of all, let's give Pop some airtime. Look right, Pops, yeah. You're taking this personal. You're taking this really personal now. Like about Saliba. Saliba played a whole season without losing a whole game. So far, Saliba's played a season. Well, this season we haven't lost. The only game he lost was to you, man. Yeah, and you saw my rant on that. You know what I'm saying? So far, he hasn't lost a home game. Can I ask you a question? No, let me not, because there's allegations about Saliba out there. So let me not even say nothing about that.
There's allegations about Saliba. Oh, never mind.
The phone. Yeah.
My bad. Yeah.
All I'm saying is, yeah, tell Mr. Twerk a lot, yeah. Leave the football before he leaves you. Just remember, in London, Carnival is August, yeah. We're in November now. You get me? Yeah. It's okay, yeah. And I am taking my time with it, my brother. Yeah. I'm easy. Yeah, what I'm saying. What you man should take your time with, yeah, is learning how to drop back a bit, defend, and stop letting man getting into your box. Do you know when you let man get into your box? That's just, let me not say the rest, but you know what I'm going with that. You know what I'm saying? But
maybe that's why Van Dijk is. Maybe that's why Van Dijk is twerking, because he wants. Never mind. I can't finish that sentence.
No. Do you know what it is like? I think we want to take the emphasis off Arsenal and Chelsea, but Liverpool, like, they're in a sticky situation right now. It's like they put their hand in someone else's honey jar, and they can't get their hand out. You know what I'm saying? That's how relationships are broken. Take your hands out of other people's cookie jars, people. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, back to the Arsenal and Chelsea game. Okay, people, before we get into the players, let's say the players we want to see for our teams, because you know what it is, I would do a combined 11, but I need to do all the metrics for that, and I didn't set nothing up for that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I mean, we could go based on just this season, players that are fit. So, for example,
Or
I wouldn't include Palmer because he's not played enough games to be qualified for this.
yeah.
Would you include Gabriel? How many games has he played?
No, Gabriel hasn't played enough games for me to include him into anything.
Okay, no Gabriel then.
He's injured. He's injured.
Yeah,
I'll
Gyökeres, would
include
you
Gyökeres
include in this?
because I'll include Gyökeres. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So fair. If that's the metrics, then just based on how they performed this season, I think that's fair.
Yeah. Okay. Who's your goalkeeper? Who do you think the goalkeeper should be? It's an easy one for me, but I think Raya.
You know, bro. You know who you're talking to. Who do you think?
Raya's a goalkeeper.
Yeah.
Raya's a goalkeeper.
Actually, Raya. Do you guys? I think Raya's overrated.
Why? Why do you think he's overrated?
I don't think he's a top goalkeeper. I think he's good, but I think because of how great your defense is, it makes him look better than he actually is. Personally, I'll be honest.
Do you know what with Raya is that he's got the same
just because he's a lot better than Sanchez.
Sorry, what?
The thing is with Raya is that he's got the same bozo gene as Sanchez, so there's not a lot of difference in between.
I don't think his bozo gene is like Sanchez. No, I'm not saying they're obviously not on the same level. Raya is actually a good goalkeeper, but I don't think he's like world class or anything.
Nah, he's not. Okay, the thing is, for me, Raya gets saved a lot because he doesn't face as many shots as every other goalkeeper, and that's a testament to Arsenal and a testament to Arteta, the way he sets us out. Our formation and the way we're set out is so good. You see players get injured and other lesser defenders step in and still do at least a decent job. Yeah. So, but when Raya is called upon, he is needed, but then a moment can happen, just like in the Tottenham game, right? So, but then again, he saved us in numerous occasions. Yeah. Most namely, let's say the Man United game at the beginning of the season. All right. So I would always say put Raya in because you know my stances on certain demographic goalkeepers. Let's just leave it like that.
What demographic? What demographic?
Do you know what? Yeah, who's your right back? Do you man agree?
What's the demographic?
Huh?
What's the demographic?
Look in the mirror and then you'll see.
Okay.
Do you get it?
Yeah.
Peoples, make sure you smash them likes. Okay, peoples, get involved in this as well. Like, who do you think your 11 should be? Okay, who should your right back be? Who should our right back be?
I had this combined 11 earlier, and we had an argument about it is it a Timber or Reece James?
Okay, for argument's sake, do you want to put Reece James on the right and Timber on the left?
I would put Cucurella on the left and then Timber on the right, though. Because I just think that I don't think people are giving enough credit to what Timber's done. Like, don't get me wrong, I love Reece James, but I think based on what I've seen this season, there's not. Again, it's like he's slightly above Reece James, and I love Reece James to bits. But yeah, I can't even complain about that, to be honest with you.
Do you know what? I have to totally agree with you. Let's put Timber on the right. What are you saying, Prem? Have you got an argument for
that? I mean, I disagree. I still have Reece, but if we're going majority rules, then we can have Timber. Timber's like quality. Timber's a world-class right back.
Yeah.
But I still have Reece ahead of him. Personally.
Do you know what? Yeah, if you can give a good argument, bro, and sway mine or Fatz's mind, because you know what it is, I just didn't want an argument, but this is what I said. But then I do believe, but this might be a bias thing. What Timber has done for me personally, and I've said this to you already.
Yeah,
I believe that Timber has been the best player for Arsenal this season, right? Because he's consistent. He's consistent in what he does. There's a reason why that teams rarely come down.
Rice.
Yeah,
not Rice.
Yeah. No, not Rice. Not Rice.
Oh, wow. I'd say Rice is being your best player.
No, the reason why I say this because everyone sees what Rice does, but no one actually notices what Timber does. There's a reason why most of our goals come down Arsenal's left. There's a reason why most of the attacks come down Arsenal's left. Yeah, that's because of Timber. That's because of Timber. We haven't conceded not one goal this season where teams have come down Arsenal's right-hand side. Why do you think that is? Why do you think that is? Why do you think that even let's just go to the last game. Because Gnabry's on his way out in football. I get that, yeah. But Gnabry, just remember, Bayern Munich haven't lost a match this season in any competition. Yeah. So why did Gnabry have a nightmare time just getting the ball? I forgot he was playing. Why is that? And where did that goal come from? That they scored down our right, down Arsenal's left-hand side. Yeah. There's a reason, bro. This is why I shout Timber. And the thing is, you know me, bro. I'm a big advocate for Reece James for the way he came back from his injury and he never once dropped a level, bro. I'm a massive advocate for him, but I still pick Timber because he's been so consistent this season. And for me, he's been Arsenal's best player.
But that's why I'm putting in Reece. Like everything, like again, it's not as if I don't agree with you as well. Timber's world class, and he's amazing defensively. He's amazing 1v1. The only time I remember him getting like beat was against, I think, PSG.
Oh.
And like in the last year or two, that's the only time I can actually remember him getting beat defensively. He's immaculate, like one-on-one. But I still think Reece is better defensively than him. And even going forward, I would still have Reece going forward over Timber.
Okay, fair enough. Well,
but it's cool. Like we can put in Timber because it's majority rules. I'm cool with that.
Yeah. But either, let's just see it like this. Yeah, Reece or Timber, they're both. To be honest, they're arguably 1 and 2, easy. You know what I'm saying? There's no one better than both of them. So whoever goes in, like it's going to be a solid team. So we'll go with Timber for this one, right? So Raya and Timber. So that's 2 Arsenal players so far. Okay, your right centre back. Who are we putting there?
Centre back.
Arsenal's got plenty of them.
So it's gotta be Saliba.
It's gotta be Saliba.
Okay, that's the easy one. Left side. And Gabriel, we can't pick Gabriel because he's injured and he hasn't played the last 3 matches, so he's not going to play the next match, so he's not avoid people. Yeah.
You know what? Prime's gonna hate me if I put Chalobah in there.
Oh man. End the stream, bro.
Yeah, I told you so. Like if Gabriel's not out, like I would have picked him there. But if we going by the metrics that who's playing this season and not getting that injured,
I'd rather put Fofana in over Chalobah if that's the case.
See, told you.
Fofana's been better than Chalobah this season, bro.
You know what?
Has Mascara got a shot?
Yeah, he's been good when he's played, to be fair.
Do you know what? But the thing is, he hasn't played enough. That's the thing, because we haven't actually lost a match. Okay, we've only lost 1 match in it, this season. So, like, it's a bit hard to say that. When Mascara's come in the team, when the first match that we played, then he played he came up for an injured Saliba, and he made 1 mistake, and then after that, he was so assured. Yeah, and ever since he's come to the team, he's gone from strength to strength, but he hasn't played enough football for me to put him into the team.
What about Hincapi?
He hasn't played enough football. Because for me, I haven't seen enough evidence to warrant it. Yes, he had a great game against, who was it, Tottenham? Yeah, but guess what? Tottenham are shit in it. So like I can enjoy the moment, but I can't actually rate a player in a game like that with beating them how we did. We did like we just enjoyed the football, bro. It was the Eze show. You get me? We pressed them in their half for such a long time, right? I couldn't see anyone try to test Nketiah. Just remember, Nketiah was the newest member within that team at that point. So guess what? They should have targeted him to see what he's made of, and that would have shown me a lot more, gave me a lot more information. But because I didn't see none of that, I can't put him in there. And that's just me being honest, bro. I think from what I saw, he seems decent, but I haven't got enough information for me to put him into this. I'll be disingenuous, bro.
Yeah.
I hear that.
That's the thing. I hear that. The thing is, if Gabriel wasn't getting injured, it's so easy to play him.
Yeah.
So since we all disagree on the center back, should we just go then Gabriel? Because we've not agreed.
Yeah.
Okay. Gabriel by the default, people. So that's Raya, Timber, Saliba, Gabriel. That's 4. Left back.
Do you think up until he got injured, do you think Gabriel was the best center back in the world?
We got catch up. Yeah, I think he was. The reason why I say he's the best in the world, big up, catch, The reason why I say Gabriel was the best in the world was because he could make a stupid mistake to allow a team in, and then he'll score the winning goal for Arsenal. Yeah. He like when set piece were coming in, they could be 2 players on him and he still score a goal. He made great decisions. He was a leader at the back. He leads the line. He's like, you man, push up. When he defends and he defends hard, he celebrates like he scored a goal. When the keeper does a good save, he celebrates like to say, yeah, do you know what? Yeah, you won us a title. Everything about him is passionate. Yeah, everything about him is captain material. He saved us numerous times. When Saliba has had bozo moments, he could rely on his brother in arms in Gabriel. I haven't seen a defender be so consistent in both boxes, bro. He's the highest scoring defender for a reason. Yeah. People like the thing is, he was unstoppable. He's unstoppable at some points. Yeah, I've seen him keep Haaland quiet for 90 minutes. Yeah, Haaland is the best striker in this league. Yeah, he scored he's made players look simple, bro, and these are world-class players. He's bodied, man. The only one criticism I have of him is the moment he's in the box and you put your arm on his shoulder, he goes down too easy. That's the only criticism. Apart from that, I don't think, and I cannot see a better defender than him in Europe. Yeah. If there is, can someone please let me know?
I love basketball.
Catch.
So I'll always talk about Bastoni. But you know what? Hey, I won't even disagree. Gabriel Fairs, I won't even disagree, bro.
Yeah.
Okay. The way he's risen up, especially since the last World Cup, the way he's risen up, bro, and like got rid of the bozo genes and stuff, and it's ridiculous.
Yeah. So people, as I see there's a few more people in the stream. When you get in there, please, this is the Donversation promotions. When you come into my dance, what you do, you go to the bar, buy a drink, it's free. It's a like. Please subscribe. Don't be fraudulent. Yeah. Don't be like Ray Ray and do a sitting at a night thing. You know what I'm saying? Have some manners and respect people. Listen. Yeah, big up Catch each and every time. Yeah, big up Scoobs. You know what I'm saying? Like, big up Arteta, water manager. Okay, mate. Do you know what, mate? Let me just show you something here, because people are coming here and they're talking this shit. I would just say, do you know, Amarin is doing a great job. He's won you, man, 1 game per month. Yeah, there's 12 months in a year, and he's won you 1 game per month on average. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you, man, just enjoy that you're not in the bottom half of the table anymore. Leave the big boys to do big boy things. You know what I'm saying? You've got your size 8 pants on, when you're a size 34. It is what it is, do the maths. because for me, the math ain't mathing. Okay, so we've got 4 Arsenal players right now. Who are we saying at left back? For me, it's an easy one.
Cucurella.
Yeah. Fram?
Zinchenko.
Go fuck yourself, you fucking pussy old blood. Do you know what? Yeah, you know what you did, yeah. And I'm not even gonna buy right now, yeah. Zinchenko's
He's an Arsenal. He's an Arsenal player. He's an Arsenal player.
No. Technically, if we're doing technicalities, he's a Nottingham Forest player. Yeah.
He's still on your wage book. You pay his wages.
I don't care, bro. I don't care. Better than you used to be on our wage book. He's in history, but then that's what he is, isn't it? He's history. Yeah.
It's just like when you leave home to go uni, your home address is still your home, bro. He's still Arsenal still his home. He's just in uni. Zinchenko's just in uni at Forest, bro. But his home is Arsenal.
No. Okay. I have to agree with certain things. Zinchenko is in the same uni as Ray Ray. Is what I'm saying. He done his 16 out of 10 moments, right? And he's in the corner, yeah, sitting there on timeout at Nottingham Forest.
That's great.
Ruben, did you know what it is, yeah? Do you know it's like this, yeah? When you dump your ex and you see her next, yeah, you're like, thank you, you keep her. Yeah? That's how I feel about Zinchenko. Yeah? Forest, keep him. You get what I'm saying? We don't want him. We've outgrown him. Yeah. Now, Prime, stop being fraudulent. Yeah? Who is the left back in this team?
I mean, Zinchenko's your best left back, no?
Okay, I think Cucurella, you're 2-1. Fuck off now. DM Carcedo. Let's move on from that, yeah, because you know there's certain players that
midfield though. That's
Rice Casado midfield. I'm not gonna argue with no one. Yeah. I want to do an honorable shout out to Zubimendi, because in my opinion, Zubimendi has been. I know a lot of people are still skeptical about him, but then do you remember when I said to you, I look at what Zubimendi does. At times, he's the last player back. Yeah, and okay, he made a mistake in the was it the Tottenham game for that pigeon made bastard to score a goal. I don't care about that. Yeah, that's one mistake in like 12 matches. Come on, man. Let's do the averages now. In 10 matches, he's balled out. He's the one that's made us tick. If we could do a pre assist, everything always goes through him before we score a goal. If you look at the first goal that we scored against Bayern Munich, it was actually Zubimendi with the single man press that won us the corner that Saka put in and for Timber to score. You know what I'm saying? People need to put some fucking respect on his name. Yeah. People. Yeah, do you know what it is? People like to do this hype thing, yeah, and not actually watch football. They literally watch Twitter. You hear me? Yeah. And all respect. But me, unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on how you see it, I have my own opinions on my own players. But if you think I'm wrong, where you can find me is on Donversation TV. I'm also on Instagram. DM me. Come on the show. Tell me why you think. But don't act fraudulent, because I will show you up. This is what we do on a Donversation. You know what I'm saying? So so the midfield is Carcedo and Rice. Everyone agreed?
Yeah. I think people like rate Zubimendi. For me, when he signed, I thought he would start a lot slower, just because you see players coming from Spain, especially like these like small midfielders, and it takes them like a year to fully adapt. Yeah. He's adapted a lot quicker, but I still think there are certain times when he's on the ball, he can get pressed. Now, that doesn't get exposed a lot because of just how great your team is in general. But I personally think on Sunday, that should be like, that's in your midfield. That's the only real area that we can somewhat target, is if we can get to him quickly when he's on the ball and don't give him an option to just pass it off to. Maybe that's something to exploit. But regardless, bro, he's a quality midfielder. He makes you guys tick. And again, he gives Rice just license to just do what he does best going forward. So,
and that's the thing, Prime. You said it as perfectly as I could ever have said it. This is what I'm saying, and this comes from a Chelsea fan. Peoples, I'm just going to paraphrase now. The reason why Rice is so good is because Zubimendi is that great. Zubimendi does the work, so Rice doesn't. So Rice can continuously be that box to box, continuously be a ball carrier. You Yeah, continuously be aggressive in midfield. And I want to big him up for the Javi Simmons foul on him. You know what I'm saying? Don't let anyone disrespect your brother. You know what I'm saying? I want to big him up for that one day. You know what I'm saying? I like that one. For me, that was nice.
So,
That
so if
side
he,
slap.
if he if he didn't make that foul, you wouldn't rate it.
No. I'm rating there. I'm rating, but you know what it is? Anytime, any and every time I could dump on Spurs, I'll do it. I'm just done. I'm just done. See, bro. I'm just having a conversation out here. You can agree with me. You can disagree with me. Don't really care. You know what I'm saying? The fact is that he did what he did. You know what I'm saying? That's the facts, bro. So, anything else on the midfield? Fathz, would you like to chime in?
Fathz,
I would give Enzo
do you
Fernandez.
stand by Fathz, do you stand by what you said about Rice earlier?
Do you know what? The earlier ones, yeah, that was wild for me. That was a bit wild.
But do you stand by it? Do you stand by it?
For,
Oh, Dante doesn't know.
for the shameless
Oh.
purpose.
Okay, what did he say?
He
said,
for just in case you don't know, I did rattle some Arsenal fans earlier that Declan Rice is on the par level with Bakayoko.
Why? Explain.
I just think at times for me, even last season, I'm kind of questioning his play. A bit rash at times for me. I don't think it's more of a destroyer like Caicedo did, but I was proven wrong though, to be fair. I was proven wrong. But for the shameless purposes earlier, because how the stream went, I just put that out just to rattle some Arsenal fans panel earlier.
Okay.
But
Okay, I get that, bro. I get that, bro. You don't understand. I don't really get rattled. I get rattled when I see my team play. I play poorly. That's when I rattle, bro. Or when some pussy brings up Zinchenko. You know what I'm saying? But it's okay. Let's not mention him. You know what
big
I'm
up
saying?
Zinchenko, man. You're left back. You're left.
But people, if you're ever listening to this live or on the replay, please, yeah, let's just stop this Caicedo, Declan Rice comparisons. They're two different players, yeah. What they do for their teams is two different things. What one's a ball carrier, the other one's a destroyer. Yeah, it is what it is. Yeah, they're both great players in their own right.
What's funny though, right, is I personally think they're both playing out of position. I think Rice is a destroyer and Caicedo is a ball carrier. That's the funny thing about it. That's how great they both are. That they're both playing, at least from what I see, in the opposite role, and they're both excelling to this level.
Yeah,
bro, they're mad midfielders, bro. Are both quality, bro.
Yeah, man, bro. You know, yeah. Like this is why I try not to. This is why I try not to talk about both of them in the same breath. Because if you're saying that, then they're both playing that position and they're both doing an amazing job within the team that they're in. So do you know what? That's even more respect to them and what they do in football and for their footballing team. Because you and us will not be in our positions if we didn't have those kind of players doing those things. Just let's let these good players become great. Let them live. And then do you know what is when their careers are finished, let's talk about what they won because that's what should be compared. You know what I'm saying?
Because we've seen great midfielders. Like you guys had Vieira, Petit.
Yeah.
You know, we've had, Makelele and Essien and stuff. We know what these like monstrous engine midfielders are like in our team. And how much better we are with having them in.
With them, yeah.
Because Arsenal wouldn't be the same without Rice. We wouldn't be the same without Caicedo.
Yeah, no, that's facts, bro. So let's just live. Oh, and a big honorable mention to Gilberto Silva. This is what I'm saying. He was a bad man.
As well, yeah.
Yeah. So you see the right wing I want to get to last. Left wing is going to be interesting. Fathz, Prime, I'll get to you first. Prime, who do you think should be playing in the left wing? Oh, okay. What formation are we playing? Are we playing a 4-3-3?
No. Let's say 4-2-3-1.
4-2-3. Okay.
Yeah.
Left side. Okay. Let's side on the left wing. Who's playing on that? This is a tough one, isn't it?
Okay. Well, Garnacho is not even in this conversation.
But Trossard is, in my opinion.
Gittins is not in this conversation.
Yeah.
Martinelli's not in this conversation.
No, he hasn't played
Are we going based on where they've played in that position this season, or because
No.
Eze can play out on the left, but he's not played on the left this season.
Neto can play on the left as well. Yeah, Neto can play on the left as well.
So
do you know?
Because like for example, okay, should we just name our front four and then pick from there? Because my front four, for example, my front four is Esteval on the right, Eze on the left, Enzo on the 10, Moreno up top. That's my front four.
I'll go with my front four of Pedro Neto on the left, Eze in the 10, Esteval on the right, and then Moreno up top.
Okay. Interesting.
You see, for me, I'll put Gokers at top. I'm gonna put no fucking Moreno at top. Fuck that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my god, look at this guy.
All right, fam, I have to be fraudulent somehow. You know what I'm saying? No, because he's injured and what I said last time, I'll put Moreno at top because I have to. You see, the next three is so difficult because Saka has done Saka things without getting the GAs out like he would, and to be honest, Saka's been quite poor for his standards this season, so I'm not even gonna put him in. Yeah, so people, I'm sorry for not putting the star boy in. You can shoot me later. What you should do, this is what I'm saying. If you're that angry at me, afterwards, go into the comments, say Don C's a fraud, Don C's a pussy, Don C's this, Don C's that.
You're not a real.
No, shut up. You see, fam, you're not doing this, yeah. No, look right, yeah. I'm not a real Arsenal fan.
He's not. He doesn't support the club, guys.
I've never lived in Islington. I've never been to an Arsenal match. I don't have any Arsenal tops. I never ever said to my daughters or my son, don't ever bring a Tottenham person in this yard and tell me you're in a relationship.
I've never said that. You can't even bring someone home that supports Spurs. It's that deep.
Mate, yeah.
Really?
Simple as that.
Wow.
Simple as that.
So the love of their life, even if they support Spurs, no.
All right, let me tell you a story one time, yeah? Let me tell you a story one time. When No. I know we're getting a bit off topic here, but let me tell you a story sometime, peoples. It was do you remember that match when it was a few years ago remember when Dyer scored and he tried to shush the Arsenal fans when they went 1-1? I think we like 3-1 or something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
I just scored, yeah. My eldest daughter had this was like 4 or 5 years ago now, or something like that. My eldest daughter had one of her friends over. Like she had a sleepover and stuff like that. I was like, yeah, cool. But she was fast with me, and my daughter said to her, look here, don't mess with my dad when he's watching football. And it's also Tottenham, knowing that this girl's parents are both Tottenham fans. Yeah?
Oh, damn.
Right? So I'm like, okay. And my wife said to me, look, Don, yeah, just chill out, man. You know she's a bit of man. I said, not right now. I said, and I told her to stop. And I told my daughter, I said, get your friend, because this is not going to end well. They scored. She come in front of my TV. We scored. Do you know what I did with that little shit? I picked her up and put her in a cold shower. Yeah, and I put shower all over her, yeah, the clothes and everything, yeah. And then I went back into the sitting room and I sat back down, yeah. She all of that, yeah. She phoned her dad. I said, let me speak to him. See, Don, what happened? I said, I told you not to leave me alone while I was in football. And when you lot scored, she was just antagonizing me and all of that. I said, what you do to us? I put in a shower. He put her daughter back on the phone and said, I told you to leave people alone. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God. I told you to leave people alone. It's crazy.
Because you know those kids that just don't stop when you tell them
Yeah.
And because they know me, I'm a good-hearted person, yeah. And you know what? I do everything for everyone, yeah. But when it comes to football, bro, yeah, that's like because I'm a person, I work so much and I do so much just in general life. You know what I'm saying? So when I get time to watch football, just leave me fuck alone. That's all I ask, bro. You get me? I don't get much time for myself, but that you see those 2 hours of the day, Leave me alone at that time. You get me?
Especially,
But-
it's not even that. It's also Spurs. I understand. Crazy.
but yeah, people. My top,
No.
my at the top here. I will put Moreno because I can't be fortunate in this one. You see, the only player that's giving me a bit of a headache is who should I put in a 10? Do you know what? I'll put Moreno, Trossard on the left. Eze in a 10 and Esteban on the right.
Okay. So we all agree on Moreno and Esteban.
Yeah.
Marino Esteban. Yeah.
So it's just a 10 and on the left. This is why I said the left is going to be a problem for me. Because just because of myself, it's like I support Saka a lot. I just don't think that the levels that I expect from him, he's hit those yet. So do you know what? Yeah, for that reason, you ain't getting into our team. Fuck off. Come like the Joker's list, innit?
Fair. Donzi is like one of the very, very, very few Arsenal fans I've actually heard say that this season. So you know what? Whether you like Donzi or not, I actually rate the consistency. Because he can't be talking all this shit about Isaac and Wirtz, but yet back Gyökeres and how Saka's playing this season. The guy's fair. I rate that. Because you know what? I do the same. Actually, I would have said worse about Saka, but you know,
bro. When you go on the Tottenham stream, not Tottenham. When you go on the Chelsea stream with is it Carefree Lewis and stuff like that, you're free to talk about Arsenal what you want, but on Donversation, just be home, just be nice with it, yeah.
No. What I mean is when it's my players, I'm worse. Is what I mean. When it's you guys know my name. You know my name for my goalkeeper, so you guys know what I'm like.
Yeah, like there's certain demographic that shouldn't be goalkeepers, but it is what it is. We had that conversation, bro. It's not about that right now. Okay, 10. Okay, he's on the 10 and he's on the left, or the right, the left.
The reason why I put Eze on the left is because I look at our left wingers for both clubs, and they haven't been to the level. And if Saka was performing this season, I would put him in the team on the left. Eze, I think he has been his first few games he wasn't like good, but he's grown into the team. He's been, and especially the last like maybe even month or so, he's been very well. He's been performing very well. So he has to be in this team. Enzo, he stepped up a lot for us, especially since we've had no Palmer. And I think he also has to be in the team as well. That's why I'm putting Eze out on the left to accommodate it. I get why you're having Eze again in the team. Makes sense. Why are you putting Trossard in?
You see, it was hard for me just because I wanted Eze to play the 10 because that's where he's looked most dangerous. Even though there was those stages when he did play on the left earlier on, just to shoehorn him and Odegaard. He looked decent on the left, but he looked better in the 10. You know what I'm saying? Even though there's a lot of times when he moved out there, the goals that he scored, the assists that he's got, he's played in the 10, bro. Everything that was attractive with him, apart from that one time when he ran down the left, put the ball in, and then who was it? Gyökeres scored that tap in. That's the only thing he's really done of note that I can actually remember. Apart from
how long has Odegaard been injured for?
He's been injured, I think, since after the City game. Yeah. So about 9 games now, 8 games.
So like 2 months.
2 months. So
wow, now. A lot longer than
so since the you know how Arsenal have been like, you guys started the season winning games, but you weren't like really in flow.
Yeah.
Since Odegaard's been out and your midfield has been Zubimendi, Eze, and Rice, you guys have been just blowing teams.
Yeah. Pause.
Is that a pause? Pause. Do you think now with Odegaard's back, I'm not saying for this game, But after that, do you think now that Odegaard's back, what happens with Eze? Does Odegaard stay on the bench with Eze starting? Does Eze go out to the left now? Because again, Trossard's injured. So does Eze play out there on the left? And Odegaard's back in midfield. What do you think Arteta's going to do?
What I think Arteta's going to do is play Odegaard, yeah? What I hope he doesn't, what I hope he does is plays Eze. Look, right, you should be in a team through form. And if we're talking about form, the team that we played against Tottenham, against Bayern Munich, is the informed team. This is why I said, even though I'll allow Gyökeres to play, even when he's fit, the moment our team clicks with said players, yeah, keep them until someone fucks up, yeah, especially an attacker. Or if an attacker, or if an attacker comes off the bench and scores and has a good moments within the match, then you start on the next match. Trossard now, yeah. The reason why I'll come to Trossard in a second. The reason why I don't think we should start Odegaard is because Eze has been instrumental in what we've been doing. It's like this, right? If in the Bayern Munich game, you see the goal that Martinelli scored, yeah. People don't understand. Yeah, Martinelli passed the ball to Eze. What Eze did was hold, pass. Yeah. In certain people's eyes, that's simple. No, because when you're under pressure and you've got world-class players running towards you, trying to close the space down, and then you have to put it in a space between the defender and you see the goalkeeper's going to run out onto it. Yeah, he put it in a space where all Martinelli had to do was kick the ball one way, fade the other way. You know what I'm saying? Not everyone could do that. Odegaard would have spun around, done a hair flick, done a bow, yeah, looked at his wife in the crowd, and then tried to pass the ball and got clamped. That's the difference. This is what I'm saying. Maybe you can see I'm a bit dramatic here, but then if you look at Odegaard's last few games that he has played, there's a reason why the only assist he got was from a corner. Yeah, and cool. He's got the same more GA than words. Yeah, cool. And if you want to say that in the Premier League, cool, let's do that. Innit? But for the last 18 months, he's been poor, and he's played this season. And I'm not hearing the fact that he's played with injuries and all of that. You get me? Because when he was playing with injuries and he's still getting goals and assists, he had a good game. No one was talking about no injuries. This is what I'm saying. So let's be consistent out here, bro. You get me? Yeah. And that leads me to my next thing. The only reason why I play Trossard on the left is because I shit on him so much. Yeah. Prime, Fathz, this season, whether he wants a contract, whether it's the World Cup here, I don't know. I don't care. My man's been balling out. Yeah. There's even though our right side is our left side is a lot weaker because that's more because of our left back. Him going forward is amazing, bro. I'm not one of these ones that say, yeah, well, he does well in defense. That's not his job. His job is to be a player to help out in defense, but first and foremost is to help us attack and help us score. If you're not helping with assists or goals, you better be making up space, and he has done all of the above. So this is why I believe that he should take the left spot, in my humble opinion. What are you man saying?
I agree, though. I agree. That's the thing, because yeah.
No, you. What? Yeah. What?
I was gonna. The thing is, I would have given some honorable mention as well to Pedro Neto, because I thought this season,
yeah,
especially like he can play in a multiple position on the flanks as well. I would have put Eze in the 10, and then the left hand side probably tough for me because I look at Trossard, I look at Pedro Neto. There's not a lot of in between, in my opinion. But I don't know, man. It feels like a toss up for me on that left hand side. But I would rather have Eze in the 10 than putting Enzo in the 10, in my opinion.
Yeah, bro. Do you know what is? I totally agree. We saying, Prime.
I still think Enzo has to be in this team. I still think he has to be in this team. Because with no Palmer, we like a lot. He's done a lot for us offensively without having him. So I think he has to be in the team, and Eze I also agree has to be in the team. But I don't know. I don't necessarily agree on Neto being in because he gets goals for us and he gets GA, but performances wise, sometimes he can be like up and down and hit and miss, which is frustrating.
Inconsistent.
And Trossard, I don't know. I like maybe because I don't focus on him when I watch Arsenal, but
yeah,
I know he gets goals, but how consistent is he in terms of his performances?
Do you know, so far he's been very consistent. Out of the I think it was 12 games he started so far. He's had 2 bad games. The rest of them have been like minimum 7s, in my opinion. But I can argue that he's been one of our better wingers. You know what I'm saying? With consistency.
Yeah.
Just being more consistent, because like I said, for me, Saka doesn't deserve to be in this 11 just because what it is, people. Let me explain this something to you. Saka did this to himself in certain respects. He put himself, or he's at such high standards. When his standards drop, we notice them. Yeah? It's like this. When Garnacho has a good game, people are like, in isolation, people are like, oh, damn, that's a great game they had. But they know how and who he is, so they don't overplay it. When Saka has a bad game, it's more noticeable because of the high standards that he has and that he plays towards. Do you know what I'm saying? The fact that he's been the man at Arsenal for how many years?
Yeah.
This is why I'm taking him out of the team. You get me? Because if we can go through the matches that Arsenal's played, yeah, tell me one of them that Saka has got man in the match for. Because I can't remember none. And we're like 16 games in or something like that. Yeah? I can tell you Rice did. I can tell you numerous times Timber did. I can tell you when Gabriel did. I can even tell you when Gokaris did. I can tell you where Eze did. Yeah? And there was one time when I even said Madueke was really, really, really close to getting one. And Prime said this when I used to call him nonsense number 20. Yeah? I can tell you when Zubimendi did. All right? But I can't actually tell you when Saka did. And this is why I can't put him in a team. And it's heartbreaking in certain respects. But do you know what? Yeah, I'm an Arsenal fan before anything. You get me? Before player, before manager. You know what I'm saying? I'm an Arsenal fan. You get me? Yeah. And if Saka steps up on Sunday, do you know what? Right? I won't even apologize because, like before, that's like a judgy one. I can't do no premonition. I ain't from fucking Harry Potter. I ain't no wizard out here. I can't tell you the future. You get me? I'm not no oracle. I can only go on what I see.
I expect him to, I expect him to be on it on Saturday. Yeah. Just like with Eze, how like a lot of people were saying performances up and down, what isn't at his best. But when it came to Spurs, he just is he an Arsenal fan? Is he actually an Arsenal fan?
Yeah, he's an Arsenal fan. Yeah, he's asked for.
I thought he was just in your academy. Okay.
No. He like his family support Arsenal. That's why when he came to Arsenal, like his mum was overjoyed because that's her club.
Okay, so that's another added incentive. So yeah, that Spurs game where I don't even think per se he was even brilliant, but it's Spurs, so you don't have to be brilliant to be fair. So
well, who is he?
Yeah, I don't like in terms of performance. I don't think he was like outstanding 10 out of 10. But you don't have to be because Spurs are that bad.
Do you know he was noticeable. Yeah, he was noticeable. Yeah. The fact that he was passing and moving, the balls that he did over the top, because just remember Declan Rice could have scored for one of those balls, yeah? People forget about that. The fact that he was doing rondos around their players, not making man for fun, scoring a hat trick. You hear me? yeah, and who was against. He like for me, he's a moments player, but he like that maverick in the team, and I think that to take him out,
you needed that though.
Yeah,
The last few
that's
years
what I
you
said.
needed.
That's what I was going to say. To take him out this team for me would be distress, just because he brings more to the team. That defenders are scared of him. They shit their pants when they run up to him. It's like all people need to do, yeah, is just look at Arsenal's last 7 games, right, and see what Eze actually does on the ball. Because do you remember when I started the stream off by saying not all. I don't rate players just on GA alone. Yeah, I more go for the eye test. GA is just a bonus for me for a lot of players. He's one of those players. He drags players out of position and he plays on the left and in the number 10. This is why I can't take him out of the number 10. What I can do is take out Trossard and give him a free hit for that. To say who's you don't want to play there. But for me, I can't take Eze out of this team because he's been so detrimental since he's been in this team, knowing that this is his first season within Arsenal, learning he's trained at Arsenal, yeah, coming off the left, going into his preferred position. You know what I'm saying? He's got numerous goals. He's got numerous assists. I believe that he deserves to be the 10. I'll even go as far as playing a fake 9 and dropping Moreno. But I can't take Eze at the 10.
Yeah. The thing, I got Eze in the 10, but it's just the left hand side for me. It's just, I'll give him a free hit as well, to be honest with you, because there's not a lot of in between.
What do you say, Prime?
I don't know. Okay. If you guys both agree on like Trossard on the left and Eze in the 10, then fine. We can put him in. But
no. What I'll do is I'll take Trossard out the left, but I would like to keep Eze in the 10. So it's time for you lot to tell me who you're left, because I'm trying to be fair at it. Is what I'm saying, because it's not what I want. It's what we should have as a collaboration.
I'll go Pedro Neto. Yeah.
Pedro Neto.
Yeah. I'll go Pedro Neto on the left.
I'd rather have Saka, man. I'd rather have Saka.
On the left, and then Eze in the 10.
Bro, like I don't. It's not like I even hate Pedro Neto, but that Wolves game, that first half against Wolves in the Prem, pissed me the fuck off, bro. I can't
understand the sentiment, but
Thatcher, he would size up his fullback, do the little leg flick thing, and then play it back. Bro, it pissed me. No, like if that's what we're gonna do, Saka, you go left wing. That's what I'm doing. I'm not putting that in. Sorry.
No,
I don't know, man. It feels like there's not a lot in between. Both of them, it's inconsistent. That's the thing. Like, if you do with Pedro Neto, that's fine. But I would rather have Neto in there than what? Do you want me to put Garnacho in there then? In that case,
mate.
Like, if you don't want Garnacho, Neto on the left then.
Hey. Facts. I'll kick off stream for that. Don't do that.
Hey, wait. So, wait. Actually, yeah. Majority rules. Yes. Garnacho. Okay. Yeah. Spurs. Yeah.
Facts. Do you want Garnacho on your left? Because if you want Garnacho on your left, that's cool with me.
Oh my God! Give me a tough question.
Just remember, yeah, this is a majority thing. I'm cordial.
You know what? Okay, I'll put Garnacho on the left then. Okay. Screw it. I'm gonna put Garnacho in the left then. Screw it.
Don't see. I want to put Saka. Do you agree?
This is why either Garnacho, Trossard, or Neto in that left. That's the case.
I want to put Saka. Do you agree?
You might make me scratch the back of my head, blood. You know what I'm saying? Like, why am I doing this?
Do you agree with Saka?
No. If it's a choice between Garnacho and Saka, yeah, we're putting Saka on the left.
Thank
you. Know what I'm saying? If that's the case, I'll call my original trend and say Trossard. Because I ain't having done that.
We're going Saka, bro.
Yeah, skip and Trossard.
Yeah?
Saka,
okay. Yeah. So who have we got the number 9?
Moreno.
Okay, so what the team is, it's Raya.
I'll get Moreno up top, that's the thing.
Okay, yeah. So
Yeah.
so all the agreements then. So we've got
Yeah.
Raya, Moreno,
Timber, Saliba, Gabriel,
So
Cuckoo, Rice, Caicedo, Enzo, Eze, Saka, Moreno.
yeah. Do you know what it is? That's a very balanced team.
Mhm.
Very balanced team.
Mhm.
Very balanced team. And the thing is, Palmer would have got in. I know Palmer would have got in, but he's injured. Yeah. But then,
The thing is, if Gyökeres would have been, but I'm not really convinced with Gyökeres this season though. If Gyökeres would have been fit and then scored more goals, like I would have put him in there. But
you know, what it is.
again, it's just like another sample size of a player that comes from the weak league, Portuguese league.
Do you know what? Yeah, I would have put Gyökeres in there because in the last few games before he got injured, the last 2 games before he got injured, I saw things that I've never seen him do. Drop deep, get the ball, run with the ball, passing and moving, trying to do the 1-2s. Yeah, he even scored a goal by doing that. Do you know what I'm saying? He was getting better and better. You get me? He was like he like earlier in the season he was poor. Even though he scored those goals against Forest, it was Forest that was in a decline, lost their manager, blah blah blah, and all of that. He was doing well, but if we're talking about on form right now, Moreno is the player on form. And does Gyökeres need to do better? Of course, because he came in with a reputation. He came as the best or the highest goal scorer in Europe. Forget if it's a farmers league, bro. You can only play who you can play against. You get me? So like Moreno deserves to be in there. Like it's I just think that it's a lot more that there's a lot more positions where you can say, okay, Moreno's an easy option for me. For me, there's a lot more positions where it could have been a lot more someone else. Let's say the left wing, in midfield, right wing. I mean, right back. Those are the positions where that kind of had to make me think who is better. Like, let's say that does a Supermendy deserve to be in his team. If Rats and Carcedo wasn't on form, yeah. If Timber wasn't on form, I will put in my man, Reece James. Is what I'm saying. I think that's more of a conversation than Gyökeres and Moreno, because Gyökeres hasn't lived up to what his expectancy is. And I understand it's his first season, but then it's Ekatike's first season as well. But look what he's doing for Liverpool, or when they are winning and scoring. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's mine. Okay, who would the manager be? Big up, brother.
Okay, here's the thing, right? With Maresca and Enzo. Maresca and Enzo. Maresca and Arteta. I don't think the gap between them is that big.
It's not.
I think they're considering like Arteta's still like a young manager, but considering Maresca has only been managing for I think this is his 3rd year in management. And there's not much really between them. Or not that much between them. I think it's quite interesting.
Yeah.
The thing is with Arteta, it's mad because I think he's a very good coach. And he's built up an Arsenal side where you guys have been challenging for the league and stuff the last 3 years. You guys should have won things by now because you've been good enough to be challenging for these majors. So what is the problem? Something I like about Maresca and what we're doing is at least along the way, we're picking up these small trophies. The Conference League, we shouldn't be in it, whatever. You can laugh because it's a small trophy, but at least we won it. When you guys were in Europa, why didn't you guys win that? And that's the thing where I look at what you're building. Like for me this year, yes, fine. Obviously, you guys want to win the league, you want to win the Champions League. But if you guys don't win those 2 trophies, Arsenal have to end the season with something. So even if you don't win the league, you don't win Champions League, but you end it with at least a Carabao Cup, you have to leave with something this year to like justify how great you guys are and to keep pushing for next year, because it's like we can't talk about how great this side is, which it is, but there's nothing to show. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah, no, bro. I totally understand where you're going with this. You see, with Chelsea and the Conference League, the reason why I don't say okay, winning any trophy is good, right? But then with Chelsea in the Conference League, any idiot manager could win that with one of the top 10 teams in the world. Yeah, any
Yeah,
idiot,
I agree.
right? Oh, it's a trophy. You man won it. Cool. Yeah. Arteta, okay, Maresca is a good manager because where he's come from and going to a team like Chelsea, which in the past have been very ruthless. Okay, now they're not that bad, but in the past have been very ruthless. He's had a tougher job, and please, people, don't shoot me for my opinion. It's just a Donversation, and this is my opinion. He's had a tougher time at Chelsea than Arteta has at Arsenal. The reason why I say this is because he's come from a league where he has been he has been good or even great. Arteta came from being Pep's sidekick. Yeah. So Pep has learned from the best in the business. Yeah. He should be doing stuff like this, but yeah, he should have won more. This is why I have to agree with Prime in this, and this is why I've had so many rants about Arteta. I don't class him as a novice manager. Not one bit. Arteta should have won so much along the way. It's down to him. We could talk about the players that we had previously and the teams and blah 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 blah. But then I could tell you a Crystal Palace. I could tell you a Newcastle. They all won something. Yeah? A trophy. I could tell you Man United. I could tell you about Tottenham. Yeah? Arsenal has had better teams than them in the last few years, but yet they're the ones who picked up the trophies. This is why I can understand why Prime is saying that. You see, the only reason why I will put Arteta in above Maresca at this point in time to be the manager is simple, because Maresca has won, I think Maresca's unbeaten in the last 4 or 5. We're unbeaten in the last 15. 14, sorry. Something like that, 14 or 12. That's the only reason why I did it. And like you can say, yeah, but then we haven't played nobody. Yeah, because I know there's some idiot in the chat or after the fact. Please leave a comment afterwards, people. Like and subscribe. And I called you idiot for a reason. Because they'll say, oh yeah, but Arteta hasn't won nothing. No, Arteta's won the last 12 or 14 games on the bounce, or haven't dropped or haven't lost, more importantly. Yeah. In that time, we've beaten Newcastle. We've drawn against the City. We've beaten Atletico Madrid. We've beaten Bayern Munich. We've beaten Spurs. Yeah. Those teams that I mentioned and a West Ham, those teams that I mentioned in our last few games or previously in the past, the last time we played them, we've either dropped points against them or lost against them, apart from Spurs. Yeah. So this is the only reason why I'll put him in there. And those teams that I mentioned, the way we played them. Last season, Newcastle, they beat us 3 out of 4 times. And the only time we beat them is after they won the Carabao Cup. They was on a holiday, they didn't give a shit. You know what I'm saying? West Ham, we destroyed them. Man City, the only reason why we drew against them was because of Arteta's stupidity by playing 7 defensive players. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Who was it? Who else was it? Tottenham, we destroyed. Bayern Munich have been unbeaten all season. Unbeaten all season. Yeah. And we didn't just outplay them, we fucking destroyed them. Every time we went forward, we looked like we were scoring. Every time they went forward, our defense was saying, yep, let's have a good time. The only reason why they scored was because Miles Lewis-Skelly switched off. And I've been saying there's one thing that about him for a very long time. If you don't understand about me, yeah, just ask Prime. I'm very consistent in what I say, and I don't have feelings for players. I have a love for my club first. I respect the players that play for them. You know what I'm saying? There's a reason. There's a reason why we've been destroying team in such an emphatic way. You get me? And this is down to Arteta. So go on.
I agree with that. Okay. Okay, I'll ask the question. Fathz is back. I'll ask the question. If Odegaard didn't get in, and I know it's all if but maybe, so we don't know. But if Odegaard didn't get injured, that would mean Odegaard would be playing more and Eze would be probably still out on the left. Would you guys be this dangerous going forward?
No. And the reason why I say no. So carry on. I'll cut you off.
Yeah, because you guys have been great like the last 2 months in terms of how you've been getting goals and stuff. But I don't know how you guys sustain that with Odegaard now back and with Arteta not being willing to, like, say, drop Odegaard or maybe in certain games play Eze and Odegaard together in midfield with Rice sitting on his own or Zubimendi sitting on his own. Like being a bit more open in certain games against certain sides. I just think your X factor that you've shown going forward these last few months. How do you guys will Arteta sustain that? Let me say, not how the team sustains that. Will Arteta sustain that, or will he go back to Odegaard's my captain, he's my guy, he's in midfield, I build around him? Eze, you're going to have to stand on the touchline, not on the wing, because Trossard's now injured. Do you go back to now being like the slow Arsenal you were the first 2 months of the season before Odegaard's injury?
I hope, you know what it is. I'm glad that Odegaard come back, right? Because you know what, strength in depth. I'll just say that right now as my disclaimer, because you know people, they're very emotional and they don't like to hear certain things. I don't give a flying fuck if you're my captain. I don't think he deserves to be in this team. Odegaard plays too slow. It's as simple as that, bro. The reason why we've been blowing teams away is because Odegaard hasn't been in the team because we've been playing him, is it? Okay, people, the last, I think, when we played Forest, right, we beat them 3-0. Do you know we scored our first goal against Forest when Odegaard went off injured? We scored our first goal against Forest when Odegaard went off injured. Yeah? There's a reason why. Because Odegaard went off injured. How many times last season, the season before, or at the beginning of this season that we actually went through the middle of teams, oppositions, broke them down and scored goals? We haven't, because we've relied on our wing play. Yeah? Dramatically. We've relied on set pieces dramatically. And by far, like, Arsenal having set pieces in our artillery is fucking amazing. People that complain about that, why don't you just shut the fuck up, grow up, and tell your team to do better? Instead of telling Arsenal to don't score fucking set pieces. Are you stupid? Tell your team to do better. All you people that think that, oh yeah, all Arsenal do is kick against players so we can score a set piece. No, we play with 10 of our players in your fucking half. We suffocate you, though. So obviously, if we're going to do that, do you know what's going to happen? We are going to have more throw-ins. We're going to have more corners because we have more of the ball in your area, because you man have 10 people behind the ball, you fucking numpties. Yeah, rants over.
But the last 2 months also shows that you, like, as great as you guys are from set pieces, if you guys opened up a bit more, you guys would still be fine, and you would still score more goals, and you guys would look more dangerous. So, that's why I say to people, your squad's amazing, and you should win the league if we go based off that. But I still don't trust Arteta. I still don't trust him.
No, bro. I don't trust him at all. And I've said this from the beginning. I said this from day one when I gave my my prediction on who's going to win the league. I always said that Arsenal have everything in their squad to win the league. It's just a manager, bro. It's just a manager. If we had a better manager, a world-class manager, in my opinion, we would have won 2 out of the 3 leagues, or even all 3 leagues, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's one of those things for me is that when we play Eze as a number 10, we go through the middle. We go direct through the middle. We could talk about the goals that we scored against Bayern Munich. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
One was made by Zubimendi, and then Declan Rice put the ball in. The other one was was it a Trossard goal? Yeah, it was a Trossard goal. Yeah, ball from who was it again? Was it Eze? Again, Trossard cut in, scored. The second one was another Eze over the top through the middle. Yeah, look at the Tottenham goal. I mean, the Arsenal v Tottenham. Look at the goals there. You know what I'm saying? Cutting it in from the middle, cutting it in from the left-hand side, going into the middle, running with the ball, boom, 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 pass, and score. And we could have scored more goals. It could have been a cricket score, bro. We've been going through the middle quite a bit because of Eze. And I don't want it. And the thing is, yeah, all the guys are captain. I understand that. But I made a mistake in life once. We all made a mistake in life once. But we rectified it, right? Rectifying it is by keeping Odegaard on the bench, playing him as a bit part player. He's good technically, but guess what? When Zubimendi wants to come off for a little rest, you can slot Declan Rice back into the 6, and then you can play Odegaard just in front of him. Do that because then he's a deep line playmaker, as they say nowadays. That's more tic-tac. That's more tic-tacking on the ball. To put Eze on the left right now for me would be criminal, just because we've seen since the Nottingham Forest game, Eze has played his best fucking football in the number 10. Come on, man. I ain't got my badges, but yeah, I see this, bro. And I'm just an angry fan that vein pops out when we lose. You get me, fam?
Yeah. Yeah, no.
So
again, I agree. That's why I'm asking, because I know you look good the last few months, but Odegaard now back fit, I'm interested to see how Arsenal look in 2 months' time, January 29th. When we look at Arsenal, are we still going to be talking about this amazing attacking, we can blitz you by 5 Arsenal? Or are we going to see the Arsenal we saw in September and August, where you're still kind of a bit like slow and sluggish and not that amazing in attack?
Big ups there, first and foremost. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for the name,
that's what I'm curious about with the thing.
Okay, I'm going to say this to you, Prime. Prime knows this, but I want to tell the people about this, because I like Prime, because he asks the right questions at the right time. So
by the way, I'm not hating people. I'm not hating.
No, he's not.
I kind of get where you're coming from.
Yeah. I want to hate, but I can't. So.
No, we're just having a conversation right now. Okay. For me personally, and only me personally, I think that Arteta's cooking. I think that it's different. Because normally people say next season and it's different and all of that. But Prime knows this. I don't ever say this. Yeah. I've never said this. Yeah. What I'm going to say is that Arsenal this season have changed. Yeah. The fact that we're defensively strong and not all of our players are always defending. The fact that we haven't got a Kyrgios that's coming in for 1 or 2 games and aren't that great. The fact that we are scoring goals down the middle and we're not relying on Gabriel's goals from set pieces because obviously he's injured. The fact that Arteta has moved certain players around, it's like this year. Just think about this. How many times has Arteta had an injury, pushed a player back on the field, or let them play at the game for 60 to 70 minutes? Just playing Bayern Munich, he saw that Trossard could have been injured or was injured. He took him off straight away. That's not an Arteta thing. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, but you have the depth now. Like, I don't disagree, obviously, with the depth.
No.
Again,
Yeah, but then what I'm saying is, yeah, even though we didn't have the depth, we had players on the bench that he could have changed to. Even if they're not up to scratch, I don't think a lot of these players are up to scratch, but I think because they know the strategy so much, it's easier for them to slot in. Because I don't think that Madueke is that great at running with the ball. An athlete, he's great, but they're getting him to the final third, he's not that good. But because of the way we play, it suits him perfect. Judge the player out there. There's a player there, more like an Eze or an Odegaard. He passes to him. Guess what? Now there's two men running now. You can do that straight direct pass in front of the box, straight to Declan Rice or Zubimendi. He either shoots or makes the final pass for the goal. We've seen it numerous times. This is what I'm saying. Yeah. Like, even though we had certain talented players, I don't think they understood that, and I don't think before Arteta was playing to the players that he had strengths. This is what I'm saying. This is why I said that this season something's cooking. I believe that Arteta has changed. Do you see what I'm saying? We could talk about the strength in depth. We got these players, but then if it didn't work like Liverpool, we'll be having a Liverpool kind of conversation right now, wouldn't we? You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, I hear you. It's just, I don't know. I'm still, because if we go back, like the first few games of the season, like you and a lot of Arsenal fans were complaining about how you guys look. So was it because you guys were still trying to get into the flow of the season and now you're in full flow, or is it mainly due to the like Odegaard injury? And now, because again, you were talking about how just play Eze in midfield in the 10, don't put him out wide, because out wide he didn't look that good because he was having to hug the touchline and do a lot of other stuff. That's just not him. Now that he's in the 10, Rice has a bit more freedom with Zubimendi sitting. Like, is it gonna be like that with Odegaard back fit? Like, I get what you're saying now. You have pieces and stuff, but having all these options, like just like we see now in life, Doncy, just because people have all these options to choose from, doesn't mean they're always gonna make the right decisions. Like, do people trust Arteta when it comes to March, April, May? Will you make the right decision to cross the line, or will you still find a way to mess up? That's kind of my thing. It's not about your players or the squad, because even though, like you, there's certain players in your squad I don't rate, but as the team itself and how it functions, it works. But the guy in charge of the team, he could still make a bad decision in terms of personnel that could cost you.
Do you know, Graham? I trust Arteta until I don't. Yeah. And to be honest, I don't trust Arteta as far as I could throw him. And the reason why I say this, Prime, is because Arteta has given me 5.5 years of bullshit. Fair enough, he won the FA Cup. This is why I said 5.5 years, because he's been at Arsenal just over 6 years right now. You know what I'm saying? So when we're talking about Arteta, and it's not just Arteta, I think it's Arsenal as a whole infrastructure, because the same thing happened with Emery, the same thing happened with Arsene Wenger later on years. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's in Arsenal's DNA. It is what it is. I don't really give a shit right now. But what I believe is that when it comes to Arteta, I know he's changed. Yeah, because the proof is in the pudding. We could put it down to circumstances has made the man we see today. Yeah, I'm not talking in riddles. Context now. Havertz got injured. We got Eze.
Yeah.
Odegaard got injured. We played Eze in his preferred position. Yeah. Was he forced to do that? Yes. Yeah. Let me show you something. We played 7 defensive-minded players against Liverpool, against Man City, and against Sociedad. Yeah. Sociedad, we just about won. And the only reason why we won that was because we changed it up and played a number 10. Liverpool, we lost that game. And the only reason why we lost that game is because we had no number 10 and we played too many defensive players. So when it comes to the offensive side, we didn't have no creativity. Man City game, the same, because when we played a creative player, they went down and they defended with 10 men behind the ball and they took off Haaland. Yeah, we've never seen Man City play like that ever. No, let me rephrase that. I've seen Man City get relegated. I've never seen a Pep play like that ever. He's lost when he's tried to attack and gone gun ho. This is what I'm saying. I've never seen Arteta play consistently like this since that first time when we got second. Yeah. Yeah. Arteta, it's like this, man. Maybe it's the subs, maybe the fact that he's had a little bit of a depleted team, but yet because okay, and this may be down to having played strength in depth. But then if he likes so many of these players, why didn't he put Odegaard in straight away? Why didn't he put Martinelli in straight away? Last season when we played Real Madrid, me and you had this conversation on Sheik TV, and then you said to me that would I put Saka in me if and knowing he's going to get injured again to win the Champions League? And I said no. This season, that's not even an option because we've got strength in depth, and we've seen that he doesn't rush players back because we've got strength in depth. But then even when the players are fit, it's so easy for him to start them, and he hasn't. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But what if in the back end of the season, right? Odegaard and Eze are both fit. What if he still goes to play Eze? What if he plays Odegaard and plays Eze off the left?
If he's winning our games, I don't care. Because when you're winning, little tweaks I'm not fussed about because we're tweaking to get the same result which we all want. It's when you start losing. Do you remember what I said to you just before the international break? I know we're going to drop points, but as we drop points, I don't really care about that. I want to see what's going to happen in the next match. For us, the next match was Tottenham.
Yeah, you said that about Sunderland. That you're not.
You know what I'm
it's
saying?
about the next game.
Yeah. So for me, it's like when you have a formula that's doing great. This is why you haven't seen me crash out about my Moreno being up front at this point in time. Because if you're doing a job, if you're slotting in on that slot who can't win a game and actually making money off your slot machine, yeah, which Arteta is doing because we're top of the league at this present time, and continuously put us there, I cannot be angry at that. I cannot be angry at shutting down shop. I cannot be angry at, do you know what, playing the pretty football which I was accustomed to under Arsene Wenger, because that's like me that's like if I was a Man United supporter still talking about the good old days under Alex Ferguson. Those days are done. We move on now. Yeah. I might not like the football that we're playing, but you know what I like seeing? I like seeing the results and what comes at the end of the season, and that's more important for me. Yeah, I say we're cooking this season, and give me another few games, and then I'm going to shock you with a prediction that I'm going to say. Yeah, but I'm just waiting for things to see if it's going to go the way that I've envisioned it. This is what I'm saying. But then before then, I have to like not put my trust in Arteta, see if Arteta has really changed how his outlook and what he does as a manager. You know what I'm saying? Because right now he seems like he's managing players, and I appreciate more than most. And by me appreciating it, meaning I'm not ranting, I'm not cussing them out, I'm actually bigging them up on streams. I even had something in my title, has Arteta really changed? And I answered that when you gave me the question, bro. Because I'm not a coward, bro. You know what I'm saying?
No, I know. That's why I can at least I can ask you this question. I know you'll answer. And has Arteta changed? The next couple of months will answer that.
Yeah.
I'll be real. Because with Eze being back fit, how you guys work with all of that for me is my big thing I keep saying with Arsenal, the biggest liability is Arteta. And if he shows that he's changed, then I'm not going to say I'm going to be happy to say I'm wrong, but because I don't want you guys to win anything. But I'll be honest about it.
Yeah.
So
No, facts, bro. It's one of those things where like as you're a Chelsea fan and you're going through your own team transition at the moment, where it's like your manager is. I wouldn't say he's a novice. He's not that, but he's made a massive step. He's punching above his weight, but then he's holding his own. Yeah. And to those that saying that, oh yeah, this league is weak. This only league is weak because your team is doing shit. When your team is doing great, oh yeah, it's my team is doing so well in a great league. It is what it is because people you can't say this is the best league in the world, but then the league is weak in the same breath. You know what I'm saying? Shut up, wake up, eat some Weetabix, get some common sense. You know what I'm saying? With Arsenal, and this is why I said at this present time, both of our teams are the most on-form team. And these are supposedly managers who haven't got the foresight of Pep. He's a great manager, or Slot. And look where we both are with these managers. And excuse me, we have such a young team. Yeah. Come to answer the question. To come February, March, April times. Do I see him being us in his position? Yeah. Because I can't see no other team in the Premier League beating Arsenal unless Arsenal have a mass injury crisis within Christmas because we know the games come thick and fast between Christmas and New Year. Yeah. I do see us being in the position. The only way I see us not being in this position is if Arteta tries to tinker with it too much. Yeah. Because it seems like when we got certain players in midfield, like a Rashford, Zubimendi and Eze, we're always ticking. We don't care who plays on the left or right. We don't care who plays up front. Because we know the balls are to get to them, all they need to do is just their job. When we're playing with such a dominant player like Timber, we don't care who's attacking us. When we've got such a forward-thinking player like Calafiori, yeah, he doesn't care who's in front of him. When we've got such a dominant force like Gabriel Saliba and Gabriel will come back in the same player, they don't give a flying fuck who they're playing. We've literally played against the best and kept them quiet for 90 minutes. When we've got such a decent goalkeeper like Raya, apart from those moments where they chip the ball over the top here, we're assured. All of them play well together, bro. It's like man them playing in the park. It's like, do you remember when you man saw your team playing at the beginning of the season last season? Them man were having fun with Jackson up front. Like Jackson wasn't that great, but guess what? He slotted in so nice. Them man had fun at the beginning of the season. It was later on when it is what it is. Yeah. And as long as Arteta doesn't tinker with too much and we don't get no mass injuries, there's no reason why I can't see us in that point in that season. I'm not saying we're going to drop points because we will. When I say in that point, the second place could be 1 point behind us. We could be joint. We could be joint top. You know what I'm saying? Goal difference. Yeah. So, like I said, I'm not saying we're going to win the league because there's too much football to play. But at this moment in time, I can't see no team beating us. Like I said before, Bayern Munich was the best team in the world at this point because they haven't lost no games. They destroyed all comers. But they looked like, honestly, they look like this. They deserve to be the second. When we played them, they look like they deserve to be the second half of our league. In the second half of our league, bro. Just like how you made Barcelona look. We made Bayern Munich look. Barcelona haven't looked great this season. Bayern Munich have. Yeah?
But to be fair, like if you look at Bundesliga itself, that I mean, how many times that we've seen Premier League teams come up against La Liga? I think I saw the stats that there's I think 8 wins and then only 1 loss, and that loss was Newcastle. Newcastle was 2-1 to Barcelona, but other than that, we have been superior in terms of us over La Liga. It's been at that for the last, the better part, I would say 7 years now.
Yeah.
Other than 2022 season, which I think it was a bonkers what Real Madrid done.
Yeah, but we still see we still rate all Spanish teams. This is what I'm saying. We still rate Barcelona. We still rate Real Madrid like that because when it comes to big moment games, their man they actually can turn up at any time. There's a reason why they let's say Barcelona got to the semi-finals of the Champions League last season, and to be honest, when they got to the semi-finals, they were like everyone's favorites. It's only because they came against a resilient Inter Milan that wouldn't say die. They left everything on the table in those two semi-final matches. They were the best two semi-final matches I've ever seen in my life, bro. You get me? Yeah. With Real Madrid and Barcelona, it's just more of a balance issue. Their teams are not balanced. They got great individuals in certain spots, but then as a team, there's no runners in that team. There's no players that are diehards. The diehards come from the English ballers now. Now we can play the tiki-taka football. We can play this like we've mixed the Spanish, the Italian, and the English football in one. You see it week in, week out. Just look at Chelsea. Just look at Arsenal. Just look at City. Yeah. Just look at Liverpool. No, sorry, so I'll scrap that because they're man and they're piss poor now.
Yeah, you see. It's funny. Before this whole like Liverpool collapse, you would say that about United.
Yeah.
You've stopped making fun of United to make fun of Liverpool.
No. The thing is because making fun of United is boring now. Do you know when something goes stale in the fridge, you throw it away, innit?
Are you bored of making fun of Spurs?
Fuck no. Where's the shit? Tottenham get battered everywhere they go. Tottenham get battered everywhere they go. Everywhere they go.
In the Europa League final.
Huh?
Even in the Europa League final.
Well, do you know what? Yeah, every squirrel gets a nut sometimes.
Every squirrel.
You know what? Yeah. Yeah. Let's not talk about that right now. You know what I'm saying? But Tottenham still get battered everywhere they go. You know what I'm saying? They got battered at your ground, they got battered at his ground, they got battered at she's ground, and they got battered at our ground. Yeah. Right. With Sorry, what was the question again? I completely forgot. Do you know when you talk about Tottenham, it kind of discombobulates me and I just go off into one. You know what I'm saying?
I think the real question is,
we pride for that, yeah. I blame pride for that.
You blame who what?
I blame you for discombobulated combo that. But yeah, carry on.
No, Fathz, I could say certain things about you, but I'm not going to.
Oh, shut up.
The question is
man.
oh yeah, because you retired, yeah? You retired.
Yeah.
Anyways, the real question is score prediction, guys.
Yeah,
I think
score
that has to
prediction.
be what we're going to score prediction.
You might go first. Come on, man, because I know my score prediction right now. Go first. You do.
I'm gonna say it with chest now. See, I wish my chair went up a little bit. Yeah, I'm gonna say it with chest now. I think we all do a win here. Don't get me wrong. I've been waiting for a win against you lot since 2018 at least. So I need that. So with that in mind, I'm gonna say a 2-0 win to Chelsea.
2-0 to Chelsea.
Mm-hmm.
Why did you say that? Explain yourself.
I just think we all do a win at the bridge against you lot. I'm tired of waiting for about what now, 7th year now. Next year's gonna be the 8th. I'm tired of waiting now. It's the same mentality that I went to for United away. I'm tired of waiting 13 years, well 12 years at least, to get a win there. So yeah, let me do a win against you at the bridge.
Okay, 2-0 because you due a win at the bridge. Go on, Prime.
All right, Fathz said it. Okay, so
exactly. I'll be there on Sunday if I'm loose. But I'll find you lot on the sarcasm city. Don't worry about that. Yeah, carry on.
Yeah, you're always fighting people. I'm sticking by the draw 1-1. I think the both teams will just cancel each other out. I'd love a win, but I don't know. 1-1 draw. Just get me to the game. I don't want to even I don't care about Saturdays. Get me to the game.
Do you know what, lads? You haven't beaten us since 2018 at your ground.
We don't need to repeat that. Yeah, we know.
So we got to repeat what? Sorry.
We know. We get to the point. Yeah.
I don't get what you're saying, bro. Like, man's got short-term amnesia. Do you know, like Dory from Finding Nemo?
Fathz, do you know in that 7 years, Chelsea have won a league title and a Champions League? You know that?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do.
And a Club World Cup and a Super Cup.
Club World Cup, Super Cup, Intercontinental Cup.
Yeah,
Conference.
People that's still listening, yeah. Thank you for listening. Make sure you like and subscribe and sharing my thing, yeah. If you don't understand what Prime just did, Prime just tried to flex on me right now. This is what I'm saying. It was a good flex still, because I'm just gonna move on and tell you the scores, because Prime is such a pussy. You know what I'm saying?
You said since 20 the last 7 years? I'm mentioning what's happened in the last 7 years, yeah.
No, but that wasn't a question. I was just going for what Fathz said.
Oh, yeah? Fathz, what have we won since 2018?
No, that wasn't a question. I was going for
League, Champions League, Super Cup, Intercontinental Cup.
Interesting.
Conference League, Club World Cup.
So since we last beat Arsenal, that's what we won. Hey, listen,
mate, I don't.
That's what it takes. If that's what it takes, to not lose to.
Yeah. As we go on. I'm proud, my brother. So, what you saying? I don't probably there.
He's got his gear in the background. Some phone call there.
Oh, yeah, you see, Prime there.
Latimus Prime there.
Latimus Prime still there.
Late hour settings.
Oh, Prime. Hello. Okay. Well, until Prime gets back here, what I would say is, seeing as Prime said 1-1, yeah. Fathz said 2-0. Is it 2-0?
Yeah, 2-0. Mm-hmm.
Big up. I'm gonna say 2-0. No, 2-1 Arsenal. You men have got a lot of momentum. We've got a lot of momentum. You lot beat a big team in a week. We beat another big team in a week. You lot won your games on the weekend. We won our games on the weekend. This is what I'm saying. So all the momentum is with both of us. This is not one of those ones where form goes in or goes out the window. But for me, yeah, 2-1. I can see you lot scoring. I can see us going up, us scoring 2 goals first, and then you making it nervous, scoring 1 goal, and then we just get over the line. Yeah.
This is the thing that I think both of us. It's a bit an awkward spot as well, because if I look at this month alone, you guys conceded 2 to Sunderland, 1 to Spurs, and then you basically concede 4 goals this month, and we only concede like 2 goals this month.
Yeah,
it's madness to think if you think about it. So it sets up a massive main event for Sunday. Like I haven't been in this kind of position since 2004 and 5 season where we faced against each other, and at that time both of us are in a great form as well going into the game at Highbury.
Yeah, no, man. So just a quick one, yeah. DJ, shut a Hennessy, yeah. Oh, a shut a Hennessy, yeah. I get that, yeah. Big up. The other funny thing is, yeah, I got a bottle of Hennessy in there. Still, that's my drink still. So big up, yeah. 3-1. I guess he's a Chelsea supporter. You know what I'm saying? I can't really knock him. He says we break the defense first time and it falls apart for you. Do you know what? Yeah, tell me a game where that's happened. Just one game where that's happened this season, where a team has scored first and we fell apart. You know what I'm saying? Because the only team that scored against us first and won the game was Liverpool with that wonder strike for Szoboszlai. Every other game we've won, apart from the 2 draws with Man City, which scored first, and the draw against Sunderland, which also scored first. But it is what it is what I'm saying. Yo, Sai, big up, brother. Big up. Thanks, my brother. Yeah.
Wait, Sai, you've enjoyed this stream? even with all the Liverpool shirts. Crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, if this was Chelsea, by the third Chelsea diss, I would have disliked by now. That was me. But, each to their own side. Each to their own. If you enjoy Liverpool slander, big up. Like the
Oh, you
stream,
got
guys.
love,
If you
Prime.
enjoy Liverpool slander, like the stream.
You got love, Prime. Yeah, I man them. Thanks for showing love. Once Odegaard is on the pitch, I'm sure of it. This is why I don't want Odegaard to touch pitch. You know what I'm saying? Unless we're 4-0 up here and with 2 minutes to go in extra time, then he can touch pitch because mathematically you can't score 4 goals in that time. You know what I'm saying? Or 5 goals in that time. He says we are built different. You know what? Yeah, I respect certain men from Liverpool, especially Pops, Barnes, Crab. You know what I'm saying? The Beijing Reds, yeah, because they're always sharp, win, lose, or draw. And they're not like certain people from my fan base when they say they're going to destroy teams or they're going to batter teams, they're going to beat up teams, and then when we lose, like they run away. You know what I'm saying? Certain people are just built differently. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, yeah. Prime, right now you are on Ishnish, yeah. Do you know what? Yeah, Prime. I mean, Sai, you should know Prime right now. He's always on Ishnish. You get what I'm saying? But do you know what? This is the Prime that we know, and this is the Prime that we love. We respect him highly. This is why there's only one lad of his Prime, because the world cannot and will not take 2 of them. This is what I'm saying. It was like it's like a meteorite destroying the
behaving
earth.
as if you're worse than me, bro. That's not. There's a reason why, bro. You like me because we're so similar. There's a reason why you like me. Come on, bro.
All right, DJ Shutter Hennessy, yeah, I respect that. I hope so. I Prime, I'm not that bad. I'm not that bad. Yo, man, before I quickly close that, Fathz, are you on any streams coming up, or would you like to shout out anyone?
I'll be on Fathz playbacks and for the basketball game. So Sarcasm City TV Extra people will be going live in a few minutes' time. With
Peoples. The link is in this. The link is in the description, and I'll just pull it in the chat right now. So I cannot send people over there right now. I haven't got the function at the moment. So here's the link. Just click on it, and it'll take you straight off the Flawless thing. Before I say anything else, Prime, have you got anything coming up?
Yes, tomorrow on Alfie's channel. We're gonna do a preview for the game, and. Will I be on Mud Brothers on Monday? Depends on the result. But I'm joking. No, Mud Brothers Monday, 10 p.m. UK Chic TV. Someone's gonna get made fun of. So,
facts. Yeah. And it ain't gonna be Tottenham for once. No, it probably will be Tottenham for once, but it is what it is. And
they're losing the Fulham, so it will be Tottenham. They're losing the Fulham.
All right, who's Man United playing? West Ham.
Man United are playing Palace at Selhurst Park. And West Ham are playing Liverpool. So.
Ooh, do you know what? Yeah, this is an interesting weekend. Like, so someone is going to be taking the piss out of you. What I'm saying, but peoples, thank you for joining in. My next stream, I'm not going to be.
Good luck to the Met Police on Sunday. Good luck to the Met Police on Sunday because there's about 6 sets of fans going to make their own capital, man. Stupid Premier League. Stupid of Premier League putting all the fixtures in London, man. Honestly.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. It is where it is, bro. But you know what? Yeah, it just adds to the fun. Peoples, thank you for coming. Sai, Bayesian, Shutter, Hennessy. This is what I'm saying. Sham came in earlier. Zev, thank you for the raid and all of that. You know what I'm saying? If I missed anyone, the Clinton, SSB, Scoobs, you fraud, Catch, big up SP as well. This is what I'm saying. Pops, Barnes, Crab, big up all you, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm not doing any streams this weekend. Just because life, I'm winning, yeah, and I've got to sort 1 or 2 things out. If you know, you know, yeah. But what I might do is after the Chelsea game.
You forgot Flawless like that. Ooh.
Say it again.
You forgot Flawless like that. Ooh.
Bro, I'm smooth like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you get me? I'm not always that vein popping angry fan. You get me? Like, you get to know, bro. I just spit back in the day, but then that's for another day. You know what I'm saying? But I want to big up everyone for listening. Yeah, I might do a reaction after the game, but that'll be late, or I might do a stream. Yeah, just talking about the game. See
your reaction.
We'll see how it goes, bro. This is what I'm saying. It might be a late one, even though I got work the next day, early morning. We'll see how it goes. This is what I'm saying. I can't predict the future right now, bro. I keep telling you, this ain't Hogwarts. I'm not in Harry Potter. I'm not in Slytherin or none of the rest of them blood clots. You get me? Yeah. But people's manners and respect, yeah, always keep warm because in England right now it's cold and on the roads it's very dangerous. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So make sure you like and subscribe and share. Click on the link, it's going to take you straight over to Flawless Stream. And when you get in there, do you know what you say, people? Say, Flawless, you Spurs loving wanker. Don C said so. Yeah. Remember, people,
Wow.
Flawless, you Spurs. Okay, do you know what? Yeah, loving wanker. Because I'm going right there to say that right now. People's manners and respect. Have a good night, have a good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending what time zone you're in. Manners and respect.